for you there. All right, everybody. Hi, welcome once more to another of the Frosty Job, the current one in our Artifact Runner series, the current adventure here. Of course, we are coming back in on, I guess this is technically the 10th session. Wow. Ooh, fancy.
Oh, that means my count is accurate on my
What?
notes.
Your count's accurate on your notes?
Yeah,
Well,
I have session 10 written.
well, that's good too. See, like I'm kind of going by that too, but I've got those like scenarios, some which are better than others that I keep coming up with. I'm not gonna lie. Look, it's an interesting idea. I'm just not always as good at like coming up with a basic idea and then expressing it very well. I'll just say that.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you have great ideas like a goose. Other times you have terrible ideas like sending a party to college.
I hate
You just don't know what it's gonna be. Like, I'm not gonna lie. If college was like 3 sessions, I don't think it would have been bad. It was like 15. That was the problem with college. It just lasted way too long.
The goose, I think, has been more entertaining.
that goose is gonna get cooked.
No.
You can't touch the goose. It's canonically Naomi's best friend now.
Hell yeah.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cook your best friend.
You bonded.
Naomi, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
He's turned against you.
How much more betrayal? Something.
I'll help.
Shalakar only lies. Take him out. Stage voice.
No. You don't need to keep asking me. I'll help.
But, I'm still not 100% convinced this goose isn't that guy who was yelling at you.
Honky tonk. He
Yeah.
very well
Yeah.
could be. I don't think it's possible to know if someone's a shifter specifically. Because I think Aura Sight only lets you see that they are in fact magical.
I think
know.
Aura
So-
Sight would give you, like, if they are in like a human form, a kind of aura of their animal.
Yes.
So you have an
Vice
idea
versa.
that way. But
if they're
Not
animal
vice versa.
form-
or not vice
Not
versa.
vice versa.
Not vice
So
versa,
if
no.
you,
Huh.
it's the thing of if Honky Tonk was a shifter and would transform into a goose, you would see goose. But if it's just a magical goose, it doesn't tell you if it's a shifter or if it's a magical goose. It could be either at this point in time. Technically, there are magical goose and plenty of them, so you know it's
We do
and-
live in a world
All I
full
know
of...
is it took a shit in my
Yeah,
sleep.
but
I'm not happy.
who hasn't at this point?
Ah,
Yeah, true. It-
you guys want me to just stop this man right now and just take the ladies?
I don't mind jogging.
Uh,
The other two.
sorry. Okay, I'm not dead yet. Ooh. So
I'm just gonna drop everyone else off and just take the prostitutes with me. I'm gonna go start my own whorehouse. Bye.
I think they might kill you and steal your van.
GM, how much does it cost to get a portal gun? I feel like we could just cut out the middleman for
Oh, true.
Portal
Or
gun,
does it
sure.
actually... Wait, does this even exist?
Gotta go find after science first.
Technically not, but I'm sure like there's some spell that does an effect equivalent to it. You know.
Probably.
Yay, magic. Probably also turns you inside out at the same time, because I doubt that any of them are really that successful for like.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna end up like those 2 guys in the Star Trek movie.
Yeah.
I was thinking, that pig creature from Galaxy Quest. It
Ooh,
turned
also
inside
Oh, they got
out.
turned inside out in the...
Yeah, and
Oh,
exploded, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good, that was a funny one.
But anyway, so I've got a scenario for you, and then we can roll some dice and see who goes first in our order for introductions for yourself and your characters, and et cetera, et cetera. Just give me those d20s. In today's scenario, it's a very interesting and simple one. They're bleeding out. The dock wagon can't get here beyond the gunfire. You gotta get them out. So, it'll be
Sick.
Momo, Wyrm, Joe, Jessie. So we'll turn over to Momo.
Hi, I'm
Introductions.
Momo. If you don't know who I am at this point, what's wrong with you?
Mhm.
You go watch the other episodes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm playing the elf of the party, the Naomi. And as per how I would get this guy out of here, well, I have this cool healing spell.
Okay.
So I do a little healing magic, and then I think we just abscond.
you basically use some magic to be like patch up to like a good place and just drag him out of there.
Yeah, you're not gonna bleed to death, but you're still probably not doing great.
I mean, there is gunfire nearby, which
Yeah,
probably
well-
one of them shot this person. So
They shouldn't have gotten shot, so seems like a skill issue.
True.
definitely a skill issue. You know, you're just standing there all of a sudden.
Building up that bullet resistance.
There you go.
Bullet resistance. Exactly. Yep.
You gotta dodge, duck, what
Look.
you dodge.
You can't
can
increase your
dodge
bullet
it.
resistance without getting shot. That's just
Yeah.
how it works.
Mhm.
You gotta microdose on lower calibers to build up.
Mo-
resistance
moving
to
on
heroin.
before I make a joke that will get Tantus demonetized.
Wyrm.
No.
Wyrm, we're gonna turn it over to you.
Yeah, I'm Diamond Wyrm, and I'm playing Ari Sharpeye, the shifter sniper. Hawk shifter sniper. So we're under fire, kinda. Like, is it like they're closing in, or are we just like
You're safe
Have they
right
left?
now, and probably outside of anybody's purview. But it doesn't mean that someone might not take account of you and fire at you if you're in sight again.
I mean, I take his liver.
What?
Okay, sick.
Ooh.
You know what? Respectable, I guess.
I'm like, I have no way of dealing with this. Might as well grab a snack.
Yeah, I guess-
You're like, sorry, buddy. You're dead. Just gonna
what's
take
the-
this,
yeah,
finish
what's
you off.
What's the most nutrient dense part of a human?
Sorry, buddy. Can't save you, but you know what? Snack while I try to get out of here. Don't worry about it. I'll remember you. so don't show weakness near Ari.
Apparently.
A part of you will
More
always
like-
be with me.
It's less don't show weakness and don't be
Don't be actively dying.
yeah.
Be deliciously dying.
Those predator senses kicked in.
Yeah, the predator instincts, they just kick in there and they make it a little difficult. All right. Okay. Joe, how about you? How are you doing here in character?
Well, I feel bad for the guy apparently that Ari just stole his liver.
Yeah, why do I
I
feel
think
like
all of us have med kits.
yeah, why do I feel like
you know,
Naomi's the only
autodocs.
one here who's gonna save this guy?
Truth
No,
or truth.
I'm gonna have one of my Doberman drones drag him back to the van and hook him up to my auto dock.
Okay, so you know, might be able to save him. Might get some
Oh,
random
fair.
gunfire, but maybe the Doberman is a little bit less conspicuous than a person, so might not get shot as easily. You know, it's a drone.
It also has a machine gun in its mouth, so
Yeah,
if it
it's
needs to
the-
fire back, it can.
It's
Yeah.
the dog from Metal Gear Rising.
I don't know. I'm just kind of picturing us all having our own different guy rather than
It is definitely a different guy each time. It's a different random.
Well, you're eating yours apparently. You know, I'm actually.
Hey,
using
it's not
my
cannibalism.
med kit, so.
Cannibal, that's
yeah.
true.
It's,
That
it's
guy's-
technically not cannibalism.
That guy's undone.
Are
Like,
you
there's
in
no
your
way out of
human
that
or
one.
bird form?
It doesn't matter. Genetically, I am bird.
So somewhere there's a ghoul that's ready to give you a high five. You know.
Yeah, as we all know, shrimp is bugs, Ari is bird.
Naturally.
Uh-huh. And then we'll finally end up with Jessie.
Yeah, I'm playing Nox. Jesse. I show up on here occasionally.
Mm-hmm.
I just like reach over, grab a fistful of dirt, just pack it in the wound. Grab like one hand on the back of his neck, the other on his pants, and just like toss him
Mm-hmm.
as far as possible.
I mean,
Before turning
All
on
right, all right.
gunfire and then running at them.
So kept them a little bit alive. Attempted
dies
a
of
medical check.
infection, I suppose.
Probably dies of infection, but threw them in such a way that probably drew some gunfire as there's a body flying through the air.
But
To-
you've
to
just
be
done
fair-
the Deadpool thing where you just grabbed him and used him as a human shield.
No.
To be yeah, to be fair, in this in this society, packing it with dirt is probably still fine because it will staunch the bleeding, and they have the technology to clean it up later.
Oh, that might be magic plague dirt. You don't know.
It probably
True.
is, but that's that guy's problem.
It actually
Mhm.
turns out to be goose feces.
It's less me saving him and more me getting him out of the way so I can go charge at the people with guns and go fight them because it's more interesting.
Well,
Gotcha.
now you use them as a distraction, so they're firing at that, not you.
That's
Yeah.
good for me then.
Hey, you can run in there and go after them because they're distracted by it.
Exactly. His sacrifice will be remembered. I will defeat those gunmen and save America.
So we have 2 saves and 2 kills.
You're about like
No. We have 2
60 years
saves.
too
One.
late to save America.
You are like really
We have 2
Yeah,
saves.
that's actually a
One.
good point.
2 saves. One effectively ignore, and then 1 kill.
Yeah.
You stole his liver. I think that's going to.
No. I'm the kill. I'm the one who killed.
Why the fuck's this guy got no
Well,
liver?
I
What
think
the
the
fuck?
other guy-
He is like,
I
man, this
think
is
the-
real
I
weird.
think the one Knox just chucked in the air just got shot at.
But it wasn't.
Hey,
But
you
it
know.
wasn't his intention.
Yeah.
He might
For
be
Ari,
dead.
it was his
He's
Can't
not
a,
a
can't a
given.
girl? God forbid a girl have hobbies.
Honestly, God forbid women do anything.
So, if you missed last time, there were some very interesting adventures that, through a series of dice roll, actually went really, really well. I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of chances for it to go wrong, and every time either one of you rolled or I rolled, it went in your favor. Very
Yep.
luckily.
Oh no, I'm not. I know we got very lucky. I
Oh, yeah.
actually think.
Hey, we made a great plan up until Knox had to explain it.
Yeah.
So the basic plan was to have Nox and Alucard go in again around the same time that Silence would be going in, make sure the security was basically down, turn off the power by Ari shooting the transistor nearby, basically shutting off power in the nearby area, while...
Transformer, not transistor.
Sorry, Transformer, yes. While Naomi basically mind-controlled the 2 guards in the front, and so then you could easily take Silence and get the girls out. Was the plan. And it worked. It did exactly that. You got in there, disabled security, shot the thing, knocked out Silence, and then got everybody out. I'm not gonna lie,
Silence.
the entire point of knocking out Silence was like, we looked at the rules and I'm like, there's very little chance of just busting in on this guy is going to work. It worked.
Yeah, I mean, look, the part of the plan to save the people, that was flawless.
Yeah.
True.
However, Nox didn't get to fight a guy, so kind of failure.
No.
Yeah, I almost killed him by just stunning him to death.
Yeah.
Turns out when you get tased by
I'm a
2
little upset.
drones,
We could taste by 2 drones
Like,
and
I
roll
thought this guy
very
was super
poorly.
cool. He was a nerd that got shot twice and fucking collapsed.
He
He's a
did
loser.
roll incredibly badly for both of
No,
those
that's
checks.
fair, but I was like, man, I
Look,
thought this guy
you'll-
was more impressive. He was a dweeb the whole time.
Well, you know,
oh, you can go find that.
Well, he was
Honky.
being whipped too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, some
Yeah,
people are
that's
into
fair.
that. That's fine.
and
Yeah.
next
Shouldn't judge
time,
him for
next
that.
time we want to test this out, we can have you test out the tasers for Alucard. We'll see how well that goes. For
I'll just
Yeah, just
Nox will just
say-
get hit by Alucard's firing squad.
And gets
Drones.
hit by the Kamehameha attack.
Yeah.
Well, how do you think I'm going to cook the goose?
No. How many times does Nox have to punch the goose to cook it?
Bro's gonna be looking like Yamcha after this.
Yeah. If anyone's gonna end up in the Yamcha pose at any time during this adventure, it's gonna be Nox, and it'll probably result in his death.
So you are in a van. Where the hell are you headed? You are in a van stuffed with a knocked out, locked up guy, a bunch of former prostitutes who you've got to somehow get out of the country, and especially out of Lagos, you know, and of course, you know, you're still not really in the best area of town. So
Yeah,
It is 6
it's
a.m..
going- Look, it's going great. Your mage is also half unconscious.
I mean,
No.
I'm starting to. I feel like the airport is probably a good idea.
Well, we don't have.
Didn't we
have to
make
go
a
grab Frosty.
deal to smuggle them out via boat?
you did try to arrange that, but you were trying to arrange that.
Oh right, yeah.
We
We
don't
didn't have a lot of
anything
time.
solid yet.
Yeah.
Yes, you haven't solidified anything, but that seemed to be the direction you were going for because it was probably the most honestly affordable that you could get for smuggling a whole bunch of people for like like a dozen people out. It's not necessarily easy thing to do. So
There is a lot of people to smuggle out on short notice.
yes.
Yeah.
And of course, you do have a little bit of a leeway on directions you could go from what Ari scouted out, but that's only going to last so far. Ari only scouted out so far, and after that, you're moving through streets, and honestly speaking, you do have to worry about more of these checkpoints because you do have a backfill of, fugitive prostitutes.
Well, we're also disguised currently.
You are disguised as a random truck.
Yeah, but in case they do like a check.
Yeah. How well does disguise work when someone's poking around?
Oh,
at it?
it's that'll break the disguise, to be
Yeah.
quite clear. So you should get your bribes ready.
Yeah, that's fair. If someone tries to
Just
open the
drive
bank, can we
past
just
him and
like
just throw money out the window.
can we just like pull him inside and kidnap him? Like any random border guard? Or do you think that'll
How
go
much
poorly?
more room do you think I have in this van, sir?
Like you have like a seat extra.
And normally these
Wait,
like
no, 'cause
checkpoints
it
seem to be at
was-
least like 3 or 4
They had
people
16
you can see,
It's
whether or not there's
16
anybody else nearby.
seats. Is that 16 seats plus the pod, or the pod is included?
I think that's I
That's including my pod.
Oh,
It
okay.
It replaced the driver's seat.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
So it's 10 of the workers, 4 of us,
and then a goose. So there's
and
one extra. seat.
Howard.
Does
and
the
our
goose
kidnapper-
really need to be in a
kidnappee.
seat, though?
And the
He's on
goose-
my lap.
The goose doesn't need to have his own seat.
No, he's on my lap.
And the guy who's unconscious. So
Yeah,
that's 16
true.
right there.
That is 16. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, it was 15. It was 15 because
Yeah,
four,
so I
four-
have an extra seat. I was right. Unless my count is off.
yeah, including
Yeah,
the guy,
yeah, if the
including the
goose
guy
had
is
his
15.
own seat, then it would be 16.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yes, we have one extra seat.
So if need be, we can kidnap someone.
Hmm.
Not saying we should. I'm saying it's an option.
There would still be multiple border guards.
That's a
Yes.
future us problem.
Well, that future is happening pretty soon because you're going through the area where there's a very good chance of running into someone.
It's like, yeah, that future is your present asshole. Not
So,
Yeah,
what do
pretty
you want to
much.
do to try to avoid this issue? Yes, you can maybe throw some money at the problem, but you do have to worry about them touching the vehicle at all.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
so
really the issue.
to be
Oh,
fair,
I can go off road.
you can do that, but also, I don't know if we necessarily need the vehicle disguised anymore.
You
Also,
know-
there
yeah,
really
because we
isn't-
were disguised when we did the kidnapping. No one's gonna recognize
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. I will
Also,
there
we
really
did
isn't
bribe
an
the people on the way in, and I
Yeah.
asked about getting out, and he said maybe.
Yes.
So
But also,
That might help.
it's been like half a day since you said that.
Might be a new
So,
shift,
Might be a new shift
Yeah.
or different
That's
people.
fair.
good point.
Yeah.
I mean, I could send drones out ahead to scout and just try to see if we can off road a bit.
There is no off-road in here.
avoid
You are in dense, populated areas.
Yeah.
Um,
This isn't like rural America.
yeah, these are like tight streets that are like maybe slightly wider than your vehicle that you're in right now.
Question: Can your can your thing go in the water?
No.
There
I
is
did
that
not
would've
have
been an
much
option.
money.
like the thing is you'd be technically
Oh.
heading most likely south, which would take you towards
Can you
the
put us on the
highway.
city map?
Sure. Let me put you back on the city.
Yeah, I cannot
Good.
fly.
Let me do
Well,
that.
I knew you
cannot
couldn't
go
fly,
off water.
but I figured if you could do water, literally
like
we were
up
right next to a
here,
river. It'd be a
right?
very easy escape.
Yeah, no, unfortunately, I did not get the water package.
We're up in this top district, right?
Yeah, you were in.
No,
No,
in
you're
Gege.
in. You're in Gege.
Are we okay? So down like down.
You're
here.
probably what's B?
B is
B is at, Arms Market.
Arms Market. So, I'd technically say from the area, you would probably.
IRL. I actually looked this up. The river should be like around. It like kind of passes through here-ish. Like it's like here to it goes like kind of sideways.
Then I
Here.
would say if you most likely you either want to you're probably heading towards the east or west. We'll say you're heading towards east because that's maybe how you came in originally, and that's where you'd get into like an area on the highway somewhere along like this area here. Just probably like the getting off the highway, there probably is only a few places in Agege where you can get off here. Probably one would lead you to the arms market there, and that might be the one you're heading towards right now. You probably got off, instead of going to the arms market, headed deeper into the entire area.
Yeah,
so-
the river's kind of like.
And as I said, you are in an area that does get more wild, but that's farther to the north up this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
you're,
kind of what the river looks like.
yeah. So you're more down in this area where it is a little bit more dense. So assume that like yes, you were close to basically probably either the main river or an offshoot of that main river on that other map, that goes through parts of the city.
Mhm.
So
But yeah, otherwise it's super dense.
Someone tell me where I'm driving.
I assume right now heading east towards that entrance you came in on, but if you want to shift somewhere else, you could. You also know that there at least was one checkpoint along the way, but that was the route you took before, and you don't really know other routes. Like, you could try to go off, but you've definitely seen, like, there are definitely places that you could get caught. You've
Yeah.
stuck to, like, more larger roads that, like, if it gets... You're, like, a car and a half wide right now on a good point. Like, maybe if you kind of squeeze, you can get two cars to pass by each other, that kind of thing. It's not good roads, and it really is made for like a lot of these smaller vehicles you've kind of seen.
You got a big American truck on a tiny road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not an impossibility to navigate other places, but
I got
you
like
might
a
check for some
Humvee
stuff.
Plus on a.
But I definitely have to make some kind of like checks and stuff here, or make some rolls to have some percentage chances, kind of things like that, for certain things that you would encounter. But I need a kind of decision for which way you want to go with this entire thing here. If you're going to try to
That's the
avoid
same
checkpoints,
way.
you might have to. It might take you a lot longer to travel through here, and there might be other problems that you might have to go through. But if you want to try to go through the checkpoint, it's not as difficult. You know the route there. That is the major thing that you have in your way. It's just the one checkpoint that you went through before, if it's still there. And theoretically, then you don't know if it's the same people or not.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I would say that at least the way we came, presumably there's only one checkpoint. They didn't try to enter the vehicle. They just wanted the money.
The guy did come up and lean on the window, though. Kind of like to
Yeah.
get your
Well,
attention.
I mean, we could just not disguise it anymore.
Yeah, I could just undisguise the van.
Okay.
That's fine, but and just tell the people back there, stay quiet, and make sure he stays out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this is just something I realized, that Agege, the district in real life Lagos, kind of goes like that. It's like that middle area, rather. It doesn't extend up as far.
Hey, a lot of crazy stuff and 50 years will do it.
No, I just think it's interesting that they didn't just copy it directly. That's more why I'm pointing it out.
Mm.
They actually changed the district a bit.
They
Made
took,
it.
they did at least. I think that's the thing I do like about Shadowrun a lot of times. They at least do take real life influence in a lot of ways. Granted,
Yeah, for
sometimes
better or worse.
sometimes the ways they go are a little too cartoonish in like the way that they present things. Not going to lie, I'm looking at you. Anything from the earlier editions.
Yep.
But they are at least taking versions of those things. Anyway.
Yeah. So
What
if you want me
kinds
to, I
of
can
things?
undisguise the van.
Yeah.
Once we're a bit more away
Sure.
from the place we just robbed, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, that way, like I'll pull over into an alley at some point or something.
I feel like, but a good question is, like, do we want to go out that way or out this way?
I think the way we came is fine.
Okay.
It's more of we pretty hopefully it's just still only going to be the one checkpoint.
Mhm.
If we luck out, it might be the same guys who might give us a break. If not, we pay the one. If we go another way, we might run into 10 checkpoints.
Yeah.
True. You don't know how many you run into.
That plan is fine with me.
Okay.
I will not be completely immersed in my pod. I'll just be sitting.
Okay. I know.
Is your pod in the driver's seat, or do you put it in the back and let someone sit in the driver's seat?
It's the way I see it is kind of like it's basically it is a seat, but there's a whole there's a whole contraption that goes over the top.
Yeah, I'm just
That makes
wondering if
sense
it's
to
the
me.
driver's seat or a different seat.
Yeah, no, it's the driver's seat.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that it is very noticeable you have a pod in the front, though, is what it means, though, too.
I
You know.
I assumed that it would be the driver's seat.
I think
no,
so it doesn't have
does-
to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have
does
to.
not
I guess
have
it
to be.
doesn't have to. I guess it could be in the back. That way, it's not so obvious that who's controlling it.
I think the other thing too is if it's in the back, like you don't have to worry as much about something going through the windshield at you directly, because it's a lot easier to
True. Okay, fine.
sniper
It's in the
you.
back.
Yeah.
And then I'll be completely potted up.
Yeah, I kind of
Someone else
assumed
can
that it
sit in
was.
the
Yeah,
driver's
so someone
seat.
else is in the driver's. Who's being the driver today?
Honestly, I feel like I was the driver on the way in, and especially with Naomi also kind of conked out, and also probably not being a good way to talk. Can't talk to these people because she's a woman.
True.
It's probably Ari.
Yes.
And let's be real, we don't want Nox talking to people, so.
What the hell?
Look,
No,
Nox would just give
Put the
everybody up
goose
to the
behind
to
the
the somewhat racist sexists.
No, what?
Yeah, Nox really likes them apparently.
I'm being absolutely slandered right now.
I say we put the goose behind the wheel.
You can't trust. You
We
can't
have
trust the
Goose
goose.
Howard.
The goose doesn't have his license.
Oh,
Really
fuck. I
confused the
checked
hell out of
goose.
them at the start. At the
Does the goose have his
checkpoint. What
license? Or its license? We still don't know his shit.
We don't know. The goose might have a license.
I checked the goose, Tandis. Does he have a license?
Not you can find.
It's the
Did you check in their cloaca?
If you
Oh,
kind of like
God,
are frisking the goose, it'll peck you a few bit times in the hand, looking very upset about you frisking it.
Damn it, Goose Howard. This is important. Yeah, we'll just have Ari do it.
Okay.
It's a bird. No.
All right. So the same checkpoint will indeed be there, and it does look like there are different folks there. It looks like the folks you were talking to probably went to bed. It was like, late at night, and, now it's early in the morning, definitely seems a little bit more trafficy. They do seem to be like just kind of like watching a little bit and occasionally stopping vehicles. And of course, your vehicle does feel like it stands out a little bit, as it's a lot more of a very nice looking van rather than like the grungy trucks you disguised as that feel like they're, probably done by like wage workers or something like that, or people that head out of town to do some like,
Man, we
work
should
for
have
fields
stayed
or something.
disguised.
Well, it is what it is.
It would have. The problem is like,
If we would have
at
got
least
stopped, it would have been even more
Yeah.
conspicuous.
Mhm.
Yes.
yeah. So
Oh, why, hello there. Are your boats traveling through our area? Welcome, welcome. He's gonna kind of like make a motion for like some of the others to kind of like not get too close, but like kind of like perk themselves up, because like this is the guy that seems to be checking stuff. A kind of tall, dark-skinned African orc who has his. He doesn't seem to have the traditional AK on him. Instead, he's got like a nice pistol at his side, and it looks like maybe he's got like a little bit of a the closest thing to a uniform. It's not really like super military-ish because they're more a gang akin to like a gang/militia more than anything, the area boys. But it looks like, he's got like a little bit more of an outfit on him that looks a little bit more swaggery, like maybe he's a little bit more important, and a couple of the boys with him kind of perk up a little bit, hold their AKs a little tighter, as if to be a little bit more on guard.
now, I have
So-
a question that I probably would have brought up with you guys beforehand.
Mhm.
Do you think the news of the dancing orc has spread yet?
Probably
Or do you think
not.
Probably
No.
not, but I still wouldn't mention it just in case.
Yeah.
Fair.
Let's just ignore it and hope that
I will
the guy
ask,
was beaten to unconsciousness.
I
owner.
will ask Nox, what kind of weapons do you have?
I'm gonna like pat my hoodie and my jeans, and then just like hold up my fist.
Right. So I will hand you a gun.
I don't know how to tell you this, Naomi. I've never used a gun in my life.
She hands you. So the gun she hands you is her full shady security, which is like a very small arms pistol. She's just gonna tell you, just look intimidating with it in case they open the door. And then she pulls out her forearm length revolver.
Jeez. I'm gonna like cross my arms, kind of with like the gun still showing, kind of look intimidating.
I just imagine the
fucking
like
goober.
cross your arms and like bend your torso kind of thing. You know? Like,
Yeah,
look at
kind of. Yeah, you know how like chuds on Twitter do it,
it.
kind of like that, because Nox doesn't know how to look intimidating.
You
with
might
a
want to
gun.
just give that to Delicious.
Yeah, but they're not gonna respect Delicious.
I
They probably know her.
They might, honestly. That is a problem.
Should have gave it to the goose.
Well, yeah, no, we basically we can't let them look inside. That's a
Yeah, it's
otherwise this turns into a fight.
that's
Yes.
what the whole intimidation thing is for. It's like, hey, if you tell anyone, we'll fucking kill you.
Yeah.
otherwise the van starts shooting.
Yes.
What kind of business have you had here in Egege, my Oyobo friend?
Okay, let's see. Sorry.
Have we passed the market yet?
No. What I was basically saying was the same exit you would take to get to the market from the main highway, you basically got off of there and then just deviated. So you're
Got it.
basically close to where you would meet up, where you could then turn towards the market or head towards the main highway, you know.
Yeah, no, I was just, if we had passed it, then I would, you could just say, hey, we went to the market.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like there's probably like for the highway that goes from the south through Acacia and down towards Mushin. There's probably like 3 stops here. Probably one around where the market is, one at that cross section of the 2 highways, and one up at the north that you can probably get off the highway from. Though once it gets out of the city, it might get a little bit more rural at a point in time. But I do feel like probably in this kind of area, it's a raised highway more likely than anything that allows for access around the city. And then of course it's crossed there where the 2 meet up of it does occur here, but that one probably has the another 3 similarly throughout this area to kind of get out in these areas. Probably again just because it's population dense with a lot of people that are probably working in like some of the industrial areas nearby and stuff like that, or going outside the city. This is the slums of like poor workers and stuff like that. Probably with some factories here and there too, just to belch out some very pleasant stuff into the atmosphere, because that's Lagos, baby.
Yay, pollution.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, pollution.
Yeah.
Crime, pollution, and just crime,
Well,
pollution.
Just like home.
We went to see a man about a goose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what was the question again?
What were you doing here in Agege?
We went to see a man about a goose.
Your mom.
No. We
Wait, Delicious? That's my mother.
Is that your kid? No, I'm kidding.
we were following the trail of no. We met up with an old friend who happened to be in the area.
He'll kind of like stroke his chin a little bit, you know. He's got kind of a little bit of a scruffy beard, kind of like look at you with this kind of inquisitive eyes of. He definitely doesn't trust that, but doesn't like say anything directly. He isn't hiding the fact that, like, you know, he's definitely a little bit suspicious, but not saying anything. Well, hope you had a very good meeting. Unfortunately speaking, you are, there will be some requirements for you to pass through. Of course, having been in the area, a little bit of a tax here, a little toll will be required for you to pass through here. And your vehicle is quite large. We might have to search it. You might have things that are quite illegal in the city here being passed through, and we can't have that now, can we? I understand. You both have your own rules in your own cities, but you bring them into here, into Lagos, and we have rules in this area.
Oh, there's just there's nothing of interest in the back. No, that's suspicious. I'd say
Just a little bit. I don't know what
These
you're
are
talking
not the droids you're looking for.
about. Don't worry about it.
well, perhaps we are trying to move along quickly. Perhaps some of this can make this go a little faster. And I'll show him I'm gonna show him 2,000 naira.
Ooh, okay, going for the
Oh,
2,000.
money, probably.
It's a good chunk of money. I need you to give me a let's see which social skill I want you to use here.
I already see two that are applicable.
Certainly speaking, con might work because it's not just being deceptive; it's also manipulation. But also, I would take negotiation as part of this entire thing, trying to negotiate with a man. I think those are the two that stand out the most for me.
They're the same anyway, so I'm gonna edge.
Phrasing.
He's living on the edge.
You can dun 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 dun. I don't know any more of the words or that is
That's so many
a
successes.
lot of successes.
That's a me
That's a
roll.
lot of money.
That was a good roll. I assume that's because of the exploding.
That very well might be because of the exploding die. Yes.
Because that was only 7 dice, but that is a lot.
You did spend the edge first, so that makes sense why it would be there. Plus, also you get to roll the 3 extra edge dice, so a little bit of exploding.
Yeah,
it does
no.
Oh
look-
my god,
okay.
how many 6s did you roll?
No, literally. Okay, so those were exploding because I counted it. That was so. Basically, those 6s, some of those 6s got re-rolled, and I think some of them exploded again because that's a
so
lot.
7 6s and a 5. Yeah, that's what you get.
Average Naomi roll.
Yep. The man will kind of look as yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't mention it because the goose wandered up into the front, was in the front seat next to you. So he just looks.
Co-pilot.
He's the co-pilot. So it's just he looks at you, looks at your goose, looks at you, looks at the goose, shakes his head a little bit, and takes the money and just move on.
I don't got time for this weird shit.
Just do not leave that goose here.
But that goose gives me bad vibes.
No, it is that is not native to Africa. If you brought it here because it is called an African goose, it is not.
Dumb American.
The stupid, silly American.
Huh?
I'm gonna
Throw the goose at him. No.
I'm gonna snake one hand forward between the seats, grab the goose by the neck, and pull it back.
Uh-huh.
Just pull it back. Man.
Anyway, you'll be able to move through the checkpoint then and continue on. With that 8 successes, you just give it that guy. He just looked and just there.
Yeah,
8 successes and a goose.
You almost gave us away, Goose Howard. Damn it. Good job, Ari.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you'll be able to make it back into the proper areas of the city and get out of Agege. And properly move into the rest of the city. Where are you going now?
I was just about to say that. Where the hell are we going?
Yeah, because, I don't think you have space at your hotel.
No, we technically really don't.
Roommates.
So we could try and do some speedy negotiations at the dock while on
I
our
could
way.
certainly help with that.
Well, during our time we were waiting, I actually was supposed to reach out to my contact to see if I could get anything
Right.
from Aggie to set things up, or a name or something that if she has a contact at the docks.
Yes. So, he had not gotten back to you at that point in time. It was very odd hours, and just had not received gotten to a message from you. So you have not gotten a information back yet, though.
I'll then say through the comms, I'm still waiting to hear from Aggie about transportation for the ladies.
Do we want to go to the hotel? Did we leave anything there, or do we have everything with us?
I mean, the only thing you don't have with you is a Frosty right now.
Yeah, she's there. I'm gonna call Frosty and
Okay.
Yeah,
just let her know what's going on.
All right.
Like we got the guy.
Mhm.
Plan went mostly successful, trying to get these fine ladies somewhere safe. Kind of combo.
As long as things went smoothly, as much as it seemed to be the best bet, it was definitely a risk to try to help him out. But I understand.
I mean, otherwise they would have gotten in our way, most likely.
Yeah. I'll ask if she has any idea, like if she has any, because I obviously saw her speaking to someone. If she can help arrange maybe like a safe house for these people to stay at until a time as they can be taken out of the city via boats. We obviously just can't shove them into our hotel rooms.
I don't think I've got anybody now. But if we're looking for some help with the current tensions, we might be able to ask an old friend. Well, associate. Hayan might be willing to help. He is technically Euroban, so he might be more willing to assist with helping out some Igbo women get away from their people, especially with everything that's going on right now in the city.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. We can swing by there and have a chat.
Yeah, so you can certainly head to the market where Can is. He is as Frosty said, he is someone that is definitely more of, though I don't think he is doesn't really say his tribe. I'm going to assume he is not of either of the tribes, because there are other tribes in the city, but he does seem to be of a group that is more or less allied with the Europans, as he is, an old friend of the king's kind of thing like that, or at least association with him,
We have relatively okay rapport, so...
You have relatively rapport, and more likely, yes, he is going to be on your side rather than the Igbo side, especially with everything that's going on. But yes, it doesn't take you long to travel through the highway and get to, of course, the market. And Ken will be certainly around and willing to meet with you. It is, yes, it's a little early in the morning, but it does take a little while for him to get everything set up and kind of there. It's a little bit before, like, he has the main shop open for his area of there. Doesn't mean that there isn't, like, areas where he kind of use some AR to browse some of the things he has kind of set up in some displays and stuff on the outside. And there are a number of workers that seem to be around in his place. But if you kind of ask around and kind of give your name, they can kind of check in there, and he'll basically say, he can meet you, like, in 20 minutes. So it does take you a little while. You could probably browse around the market early in the morning here. There's definitely, like, the air of, at this point in time in the market, since it is more, a general market that you are kind of going to hear rather than a more specific one here with the Levanta store. It's the kind of place that a little everything is. So you can see that a lot of the like outside stalls are setting up with a bunch of like foodstuffs and various things from
Yeah, I
various
think
areas of the
Naomi definitely eats some kind of breakfast.
Anybody going with Naomi, or is everybody who's staying back in the van? Who's going with Naomi? I'll just ask.
I'll go with Naomi.
Okay.
Okay, I'll stay in the van.
Yeah.
Honestly, she's better at talking than I am.
All right, can you
I'm
watch
the backup
goose,
talker.
please?
Yeah, I am currently rolling with stun penalty.
I'll watch
so
the
it's
goose.
only like a 1, I think.
The
Makes
goose
it
is
doesn't
worry,
the
I'll
goose is kind of like
anymore.
lying on its back, kind of with its feet up in the air, kind of rolling back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, that goose is a person.
Nah, they're just chill
That's a-
like that.
That's a guy.
Nah, I
That's
wouldn't
a
worry
whole
about it.
ass man.
Hold on. Are you a person, Goose Howard?
Nah,
probably not. He wouldn't lie to me. All right, we'll be back in a bit.
Don't worry, I'll make sure Alucard doesn't murder it.
How do we have Silent tied up?
You do have
no,
silence
we did.
tied up.
We did time up.
He's
No,
also
I was saying, how
handcuffed,
did
yeah.
we tie him? Okay.
Oh,
I
Naomi
also
has
have
handcuffs.
I
Yeah.
also have metal restraints. I'm gonna put him on his
Naomi
legs.
cuffed him, and I thought we had just rope, right?
Well,
the
I
thing.
also have metal restraints too, so I'll put those on his like ankles.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
Well, when I brought up rope, Naomi said she had.
probably gag him
handcuffs.
as well.
Yeah.
I also have. I have.
yeah, we
stealth
don't want him
rope.
screaming.
Hey, put a bat, maybe put like a sack bat, get a sack and put it over his head too.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea.
I'm sure in all my toolkits I have some duct tape.
Okay.
To put over his mouth.
Let's see here. I do
Okay.
have to make a check. Because I gotta check
Okay.
something with this
His ass might be waking up soon.
man who is unconscious at the moment.
Yeah, because I assume it's probably been an hour at this point.
Yes.
Yeah, how does stun go away again?
I think every hour.
A body
How many-
plus will extended test.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think you roll every hour. I think it's hour.
How many hours has it been?
It's every hour.
I'll say traveling through the area because it was quite a dense pot like area that you're not traveling very fast. We can say it's been about an hour with everything,
So-
but like, I'll give you that maybe like the thing is like you weren't necessarily resting when
Yeah.
you got to the place
This is
here,
mainly
but
for him.
yeah.
'Cause I'll do my resting at the hotel.
So I need to get your stats. Good old silence. Now that I got the rules there, where are you? There's your stats. So will plus body. There we go. Slash roll. Let's take a look at what we roll here. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
It's about 15 kilometers, based on my rough estimate
2,
that we
3,
drove.
4.
Mhm.
So he would still be unconscious, wouldn't he?
I believe
Because he had
Once-
taken 15.
yes, but a bunch of his damage was physical.
He turned physical because of the.
Yes. You have to do the damage stuff because he had overflow.
Yeah, he had overflow from the stun.
You had a really
Yes, but he
bad
can't
time.
heal the physical. He
Yeah,
can heal
that
the
takes
stun.
days.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he can get up because the stun goes away. You know, unless you do something and knock him out longer. It's sort of like you're not unconscious for very long if you're knocked unconscious necessarily. You know, depending on.
Oh,
your
does all
rules.
the stun go away?
No.
No,
he
it
healed
heals one
5.
box.
Okay.
No, he healed 5 boxes. He made 5 checks. He's got a lot of body
Each
and will.
hit heals one box. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was just saw the 6.
I'm sorry.
I
He
didn't see the other
healed.
two.
He healed
Yeah.
4. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So he's down to 6, but he's also at 5 physical damage too. You know.
He's in a rough state.
Yeah. So he's not in great state. He is technically better than he was, but not in a great state. So he's kind of like. Granted, he has not done anything to make it obvious whether he's awake or not. I'll just say it that way. You do not know if he's awake or not. He hasn't made any signs of it. At least right now.
I would have. Yeah, I mean, I probably would have kept them up on the auto dock, which gives you. Oh no, the tasers actually gives you bio information on them. I never pulled them out.
Oh.
It's still got the tasers in them.
They wouldn't keep shocking him though.
No, the
they wouldn't
darts are
keep
not
shocking,
comfortable
but they
though.
do give you bio readings from the person.
Where are
Turns out he
the
died.
things for that? Because I need to know that information to figure out if that's
Well,
important.
you're figuring that out. I'm gonna run to the country.
Yeah.
Well, let me see if it's. I don't know if it's a taser or if it's the actual gun.
Oh, does he have implants?
No, he doesn't.
Okay,
He
because
just has the
apparently you
suit
get
and his
a
adapt
penalty
powers.
for every 2 points of essence. -1 for every 2 points of essence.
He is.
But yeah. Also, you should probably have a -1 because you get a -1 if you're in average conditions. You need
Mhm.
good conditions to get no modifier to your healing roll. But it doesn't matter. Even so, 4 is he's should be awake. I think. I'm trying to find out like how much you need to do to wake up. I think you just need to be above 0.
Okay, that's the shrooms. That's a cult. It's the Yamaha Pulsar, which is
Yeah.
page 425 in the main book, I believe. 425. Oh, no, that's 425 for the. Oh, because it's part of the actual drone.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as long as he goes above 0, he wakes up. So
Mhm.
NTC rotor drone.
it doesn't say anything about
No. That's not it. Yamaha Pulsar. Let me see. No, it's more if I can tell if he's.
waking up.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm trying to find. Okay, here we go. That's that.
Okay.
Trying to find the exact page the pulsar's on. That's an example.
Mhm.
Okay, here we go. Yamaha Pulsar. The darts of this taser contain wireless capacitors, meaning that the pulsar eliminates the need for cumbersome wires. As a trade-off, they're slightly less powerful than the X-Shocker, although it can be faster. It lacks the A successful hit informs you of the status of the target's basic health and condition monitors. Because they are wireless.
Okay, so you'd have to make a check with them.
I don't know. It just says a successful hit informs you of the status of the
Oh, so-
target's basic health and conditions.
You knew when he was knocked out, basically, when you
Okay.
hit him. So you wouldn't like get any more information. It's when you shot
Ah.
him, you were able to tell that it was successful at knocking him out, basically.
Could I keep him hooked up to a med kit? And
Why would we want to
first-
do that?
no, to monitor
Oh,
his
to monitor him.
condition.
So, if you want to hook him up, you will find that he is not readable. His pan seems to be jamming you.
Oh,
He's resisting. Hit him. Nothing.
I'm just going to order my 2 small rotor drones
Mhm.
to stay focused on him, and if he voluntarily moves, taser him again.
Okay. I mean, they would
You
taser him automatically. Then you move while you're unconscious. You know, like
yeah, we do kind of need him alive.
yeah.
Okay, like if he tries to stand up
Okay.
I could be
or
watching.
is aggressive.
Uh-huh.
I think
Please.
takes an aggressive action.
Yeah,
or
if
tries
he
to
moves
run.
in if he takes an aggressive action to stun him again.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, I'll watch him as well. Like I'll keep an eye on him.
Okay. So you're just gonna keep an eye on him. I guess then, if you are keeping an eye on him, please just give me like a general perception, intuition, just to see if like you read anything from him and can tell if he's doing anything at all. That'll be a general watching him check. So if he does anything, it'll be verse that.
I'm not gonna add. Do you want me to add eyesight to this?
If you're using eyesight, I would say yes, since you are watching with your eyes.
What else do you watch with?
Well, I mean, he could have been having me do it just as a kind of judge his behavior kind of thing, which would have been not like straight perception. If that makes. That was a very bad roll though.
That is pretty rough.
Yeah.
Of course, not
It wasn't a glitch,
terrible
at
though.
least, but yeah. Well, yeah, I'm only one below average, technically.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Anyway, you'll be watching him for a while. We'll worry about that if anything comes of that in the meantime. So, eventually you'll be able to meet with Kane. Enjoying a nice little breakfast, getting the nice things around. Certainly speaking, this early morning has like a really nice air to it in the market here. Like there's a lot of people around, things are coming in. Looks like a bunch of things are coming in from the docks and stuff there too. Certainly speaking, as I kind of said, like things from like the fish markets are kind of coming into this area here too. So you get some fresh fish, some various meats, and various things coming in.
I do love a good fish market.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds.
Along with like a bunch of like regional dishes that are being like made here and there. Some places are a little bit of sit down, others are a little bit more like finger foods you can kind of pick up on the go, But all of them are definitely tuned towards this kind of early breakfast. A lot of it's basically like
That's like 25.
fish or like basically a combination of artificial meats for like soy-based meats, along with occasionally here and there basically some things that you'd probably identify as probably lower on the totem poles, like weird like kind of like rodent-based creatures, or like other things that you probably wouldn't like. There are no good farm things here too. You could probably still find some places where there might be serving like some chicken or beef or something like that, or even maybe some pork, but they are a little bit more expensive if you really want to go for those areas though too. So if you want some fresh meat, it's not you couldn't find them here in the market. The market you can pretty much find anything. It's just it's a little bit more costly, for some of these things for them to be prepared. And it seems a lot more of those things are these places that serve them on top of everything else, like various other things too. Probably a bunch of different like meats for creatures that probably would have been hunted out in the various wildernesses too. So there's like a place that has like offering some fresh zebra.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Horse meat.
Fun.
Basically is.
I mean, horse meat's not so bad.
Yeah. No. So you can enjoy your little bit of breakfast and eventually meet up with Kane, who will be like, apologies, I had to get myself together and all. I wasn't expecting you to visit so early in the morning, my good friends.
That's quite all right.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you? What can I help you with today?
Okay. So, I okay. I need assistance. Perhaps, I need assistance, keeping something safe.
Safe you say.
A number of things. People.
People? Well, keeping people safe isn't necessarily a difficulty. There are many places to go to and people to look after, but it depends on who it is and what kind of safety you need. If there is certain types of dangers, it'd be more difficult to handle. And certainly speaking, I do have to confess, depending on what it is, I might not want to get myself involved in many ways. Apologies.
She'll explain the situation.
How much are you going to give for information?
Basically, like in basically, hey, we rescued these individuals in sort of as part of helping find that idol that was stolen, basically.
Oh. I can see assisting the Oni is, certainly speaking, a very reasonable thing to do. And, were you successful on that end at very least?
We captured the thief, at least.
Ooh. That is something certainly to report, but I assume he does not have the item in question on him.
No.
Well,
But we know where it is.
I will keep my mouth shut for now and allow you to continue to explore this. But, these poor women. There are plenty of tales about this, and as much as I would not want to interfere, what are your plans with them?
We have plans to get them out of the city to somewhere safer.
I believe
we.
that if you need some form of temporary shelter, I could probably arrange for something that would be a little safe then for them. It wouldn't be 100% guarantee, but it's an area that seems to be a little bit outside the purview of the area boys in general, and a little safer, down towards the docks. Not that you can't find them occasionally in those areas, but many people, especially more on the European front, tend to have a little bit more influence in that area of the city, as you've kind of seen.
That would work perfectly.
I will arrange something and send you the information. It may take a few hours to get everything together.
I will give him a number he can call to tell me when it's good to go, basically.
I will require some form of compensation for arranging
Yeah,
all this.
I will. Right, I have to look at this handout because the value of Naira is largely still lost on me.
Mm-hmm.
God. Oh, fucking, which one is it in?
I actually wrote it in on my sheet. Give me 1 second. Naira, 20 Naira to 1 credit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do some quick math.
Yeah, because, dinner at a nice restaurant would be 200 or more Naira.
How much was it per credit?
20.
20.
Oh, that's not how that works. I did the math backwards.
Th-
Okay, I will. We're presumably getting a decent payday.
Mm-hmm.
And Naomi, despite being a cool and collected, heartless-looking person, does care. She will, to ensure that this goes off fine, give him 2,000 Naira.
Okay. Thank you. This will be plenty. I'll inform you when I've arranged for everything.
Very good.
And do keep me informed. Your success, I could report the Oni.
How much did you give?
I have 2,000.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Significant chunk also we're getting a big old payday, and a bunch of my money is supposedly getting reimbursed.
Yep.
We're keeping an expense ledger,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Ledger, right?
I will bid him farewell, and I will,
Mhm.
unless Mr. Knox wants to ask about a goose, I'm going to depart.
No, not really.
Okay, well, he'll contact the Oni, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So head back to the van, of course, and meet up with the others. Is there anything you want to do in the next couple of hours? Where you want to kind of hang around? Is
I'll
there
let
anything-
them know
Mhm.
what the plan is. That they're gonna have somewhere safe to stay until we can get them out. One shouldn't take that long, ideally.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll just make sure that they're comfortable, and if they need anything.
All right. As you're kind of sitting there and get up, basically, the man you had tied down will pop up outside of his things, not get up into a sitting position, kind of brush off his things and sit down and be like, Well, what do you want from me?
Does he just pop out of the handcuffs?
Yes, he got out of them earlier.
Damn. Even the metal things that were just put
Mhm.
around his legs.
He
Damn.
does have really good skill
What a
in
talented man.
basically escape artist.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Damn, I really thought those would hold him.
Mhm. He's just kind of giving a look and kind of glancing over at Ari, who's been watching him, and kind of be like, "What do you want from me? You captured me. You interrupted my fine time. You did not kill me, so you must want something from me."
Is this before Naomi gets back or after?
After.
Okay.
He basically waited because he basically waited for everybody to be there, kind of like that, because we're kind of sitting around, and it seemed as though, it probably took some time to get out of those constraints, and then Naomi coming back with Nox was like symbol of, hey, that looks like someone that seemingly is important, because he is in an area where you kind of notice there's a whole bunch of prostitutes in the back too,
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Delicious. Sit on him.
Oh, good lord. I mean, anyone's free to talk.
Well,
Well, I'm trying to think. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna talk about it. I'm
what's
just
the
gonna
artifact
shut
though?
up and go.
I guess if we're
sit
just gonna
back
put cards
down.
on the table, I'll ask him.
Yeah, part of me just wants to say, Mel.
I mean, if we tell him the truth, he might try to bolt.
He
Yeah,
will
well,
try to
I'll
bolt.
catch him and I'll break.
he
his
is
leg.
not. He does not look to be in a position to easily bolt. Like
He is almost dead.
He
Yeah,
is
I
beat
am
up.
too.
He is technically sitting on the ground. It would be like it's not that he couldn't bolt, but also like I'm sorry, the van's like closed up. He'd have
It
to
also
get
will
up,
probably
open the van,
result
push
in
by a
his
bunch of
swift
people.
recapturing or death.
Like, we know you took that artifact. Where is it? Who do you sell it to? Or take it for?
Perhaps I could tell you that, but how will I know I was safe?
I promise I won't break your legs. If you don't tell me, I will do that. Yeah,
Very convincing.
I'm new to this.
I would like to not be handed over to who you were thinking of handing me over to. Returning the statue might be better than returning me. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps.
I mean, if we get the statue, we won't really need you. We're probably gonna be leaving.
Well, that
I don't wanna fucking
depends.
be here anymore, this place sucks.
It was kind of implied earlier that they
Only
want
probably
to
wants
teach this guy a
revenge.
lesson.
Yes.
Yeah, but
It's the kind of thing
Yeah.
about like it probably wouldn't be impossible to negotiate with bringing the statue back on its own, but it's a harder
Yeah.
point to be in without this guy.
Hmm.
yeah, it's fair.
I feel like, yeah, but I mean, I guess what we could try and do is
You could just lie.
double, yeah, just
Yeah.
double cross him.
Have we tried?
There's this new invention
lying?
called lying.
I mean, yeah, like once we have the thing and we bring it back to the Oni, we don't have to worry about you. You can fuck off and do whatever. Go get whipped again. I don't care.
I mean, we could, at the very least, we could tell the Oni who it is.
I'm telling the
Yeah, I'm
guy.
saying. I'm
Oh,
just
no,
saying
like-
that, out
yeah out
of character.
That's fair.
But perhaps whoever arranged for his loss would be a much better enemy to know about rather than just a middleman.
Right. So I ask again, where is the thing?
I still need a guarantee, for I do not see a guarantee with all of this yet.
Oh, why does everyone use? Oh, can anyone speak normally? All right.
Look, if we
If you tell us where the thing is, you can go and go. You can fuck off. You can go jerk off or whatever you want. We just need the thing. We do not care about you. Where is the thing? Because Nox has
Yeah.
forgotten what it is. Actually,
the
The artifact.
That's going
The only-
great.
the only wants a person as well. So if you can give us that,
Oh,
then
but the
we may
person
be
I
able to
shall
let
give
you
you
go.
would not be very easy to take reasonably.
Well, it's them or you. So
I'm not saying it is not a challenge of you, but I realize that as soon as I give you information, it is going to be both dangerous in many ways. For it is someone that it puts me in a position. Look, I understand. You need a person or something. But the statue is most important. But are you here just for that? Seems as though that you have other business in town here, as he looks kind of towards the girls and stuff like that. Perhaps the services
Honestly-
of someone like myself would be good on your end. A good another reason to let me go.
nah, that was kind of a spur of the moment thing. To be honest. Listen, please, my patience is wearing thin. I don't usually do the talking thing. So
Trying to take over for you.
tell me where it is or I'm gonna hurt you. Basically.
Roll into an intimidation test.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're really good at those, probably.
I have 6 dice.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
I'm gonna edge just in case.
Okay, he's edging. On
I'm
stream.
edging. I'm edging it. I'm jaking it in front of this man.
You know, I never realized how bad of a name
3
this was.
successes.
Live on Twitch.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, I mean that's just a little something extra for the viewers.
Okay.
Nox doesn't kiss and tell.
Thank you. Such skills. Where are you? Intimidation. Just want to check if what you roll against.
I think it's a composure.
That would make sense. Charisma will
Against the
if you guys can-
target. Charisma plus willpower.
Oh yeah, so
Yep, that would be composure.
So yeah. So let me roll his charisma plus willpower. Where are your stats?
he's probably gonna beat my.
roll
He
shittily.
might not. He doesn't have the largest amount.
He's
of
also
dice,
rolling
of
with a
course.
lot of penalties.
Yeah.
but I didn't get a ton of successes because it's
He's
not
got
my best.
wound penalties,
Let's
I'm more of a
roll
physical
this
guy.
here.
which are brutal.
Let's see this here.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep.
Honestly,
hey,
I don't
hey.
kill people, but I will break your fingers. Basically, is what I'm saying.
No need to resort to any of that. I just wanted to ensure my safety. Thank you very much. Your information was easily given. You obviously have me in a difficult spot. So, if you are seeking the statue that was taken, well, it was given to someone who still should have it. Probably. The Ozochi Olule.
Oh fuck! How do you spell that?
What a?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna want to write that down.
It'll be in chat momentarily, I presume.
Ozuchi, orange. Yeah, that.
Okay.
Olule.
It's Olule.
I'm gonna lean over
It's
to
a
Art.
phonetic. It's a phonetic language.
Is that
Mhm.
name of any significance? Have we heard that name before?
You have, unfortunately.
Yeah, but Nox is
It's like
a
the
fucking
it's
idiot.
like the main guy,
Is it-
right?
It is the
Isn't it the
Igbo's main
area?
elder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
but Nox is stupid.
The sheer fact is, once I gave it over, the Ozochi may have insinuating the thing was cursed. I do not know if he would still have it, or if perhaps he's having some form of DBS, destroy it or uncurse it in some kind of way. I do not truly know if it's some kind of curse. Maybe it is something left over from those that would steal from the Urobu, but I do not know. But it, I cannot guarantee it will probably be safe for very long.
Well, I mean, it's a lead, I guess.
What was at his house when I gave it over to him? I do believe he put it in his safe. In his office.
What's his address?
We still need a purse.
Well, if you wish to kidnap the elder of the Igbo and deliver it to the elder of the Urobu, good luck on that.
Yeah, that might be a little hard. What's his address if you've been to his house?
He'll kind of give this look of like, you can just know what it is. If you need the exact one, I can give it, but it is not hidden information. He is the elder of the Big Bow. Does not hide.
It's more for me. I don't know this area.
Stupid.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
He can give you the exact location of where it is.
Knox will like write it down on a little.
We're gonna start a
sticky
war
note.
here.
That's fine.
Maybe.
Well, the other
Oh,
guy
no
is the one who started it.
Yeah, it's
Suzuki
more his
started.
fault. We're just.
There are
contract workers,
people
really.
within the household which might want to remove said curse. I heard some rumors on my musings and dealings with that there. These people might be a good way to perhaps negotiate a way to get it out safely, if it is still there. As much as I've told you where to get it, certainly speaking a little bit of extra on my end where I can give you who these are. More for my safety. You do
Are
not
we
have to then fight a small army or break in. You kind of look at Nox stealthily.
Yeah, it's fair. What do you think, Ari?
Sorry, what did he say one more time?
He basically knows of some individuals who would do anything to get it out of the household, generally speaking, because they believe it's horrifically cursed. And basically, the idea of there are people within the household, that are like, hey, stealing this like religious magic artifact from the Yoropus, bad idea, bad juju. We've gone too far. We are cursed because of this.
Yeah,
Get rid of
gonna,
it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna attempt something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm kind of just hanging off to the side while this is happening.
Mhm.
I'm gonna certainly edge while I do this. How do I input edge dice?
There's a button at the top where you click it.
I actually don't know. Can
Every
you edge
page.
on a spell?
I have no idea.
Because I don't see the edge button on the spell page.
I think you can. It's just the edge button only lives on the main page.
I think
It's on every page. It's
it on
basically
every
at the
page?
top underneath where like Shadowrun 5th edition and to the right.
Oh
says
no!
GM
You're
Oh
Edge.
shit! Sorry, my
Yeah, yeah, you're
colorblind
actually
ass
right.
didn't see that.
I never.
Yeah,
noticed
it
that.
is hard to see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna edge.
basically any kind of like skill-based check, and magic casting is a skill-based check you can get.
Alright, we're gonna. There's 6 successes.
Okay. Cool. You'll take 2 more drain apparently.
Yep, I'm not out yet,
Uh-huh.
baby.
All right. All right. You've
Actually, you should. That's a good point. You kind of been chilling in the back. You should be able to make a recovery roll.
It hasn't been that long, unfortunately, because
Yeah.
you were out. I need to see that control thoughts to see what it is against again. Back on
It's a
magic.
manipulation, so it's just a resist manipulation, whatever those
Yeah,
are.
I have to remember what that was. We checked it last time.
We did, and then we immediately forgot.
Yeah.
Second, I can check it in a minute.
Trying to find where
It's,
section where spells are in this book again. I have to remember where I was at because it's in the manipulation section. The basic rules are at the front of it. That is manipulation spells. It was a mental
logic plus willpower.
yes. Resist.
So you can roll memory.
Yeah. Logic plus willpower. So let me see what your logic plus willpower is. Good old silence. Not a whole lot of dice. Not a whole lot of dice.
And the way it works is like each success counters a hit, so you have to get 6 to fully counter it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he's not getting that probably because he rolled 6 dice and he got 1.
No. Well.
Tantus, you've been rolling terrible for him.
I
he's-
have
he's-
really been rolling.
I
I actually rolled really good on his stealth and his escape,
did.
but those were the ones I rolled well on. But they were GM rolls secretly.
Yeah.
Like these, no. Like the Brian rolls
I
for the
will,
sneakiness. That yes.
As I now control his thoughts,
Yeah.
I will simply command him to tell us the names.
All right, you'll be able to get the names of a number of individuals that are within the household. He'll give basically some suggestions on which ones are probably best to try to negotiate with. Effectively, because the household is actually a large number of people. It's basically the 30+ members of the Oluyulo's extended family live in the compound. So there's a lot of people there, you know. But there are number ones. Basically, it is effectively like the Olole as the elder isn't technically the eldest right now. He is basically, he's probably got like his father's passed away and his grandfather's still alive, but his grandfather's like ancient and has retired, so he's more like a 50-year-old and counts as the elder because it's position in the family kind of thing like that. It's the elder from family, basically anything. So his current grandfather is there and is probably the one that is probably also there by the curse, but the grandfather's not going to be a good one to get into. But there are some other individuals within the family that are, and basically you can think of like a cousin that basically would be a good person to contact, and he can effectively give you a way to contact them. And also like one of the maids is also very good to contact. These two people could probably get you to help out if you negotiate with them. They're going to basically like believe in these are the people that you would want to negotiate to get it out, because they would believe, hey, this is horrifically cursed and we want to get it out of here. But they might just, it still would be a challenge, because it's more like you still have to get in there. These are people that wouldn't do it themselves because they're not going to play around with the item, kind of thing like that. We don't want to touch it. It's horrifically cursed. But we might help you by distracting people or allowing you to get in there to take it. That kind of thing.
Yeah, just as he's telling you that information, Naomi just kind of like slumps over slightly in pain.
Mm-hmm.
Don't overdo it.
Is there a way to permanently knock someone out?
Oh, I'm sorry. His parents are alive. The Olule is alive. I'm sorry. He
for
lives there with his
second
4 wives, elderly parents, and even more elderly grandfather, and his numerous siblings, and more children that he can count, and several cousins.
Jesus.
His compound takes a full block in northern Agege. So it's in a different area of the area that you've been to.
Well, when you basically rule the city,
Yeah,
just have
it's
as
surrounded
big a
by
house as you want.
3-meter high cinder block walls, and has local area boys patrolling the outside day and night.
Ah, well, of course.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want any miscreants getting in.
Also to note that if you really came up, there's, magic, there's a spirit basically patrolling the entire area to detect astral intruders and armed guards on the compound area. So it's certainly speaking, yeah.
It's a fortress.
But you will find out also, because this guy does scout out some things and be able to tell you the basic layout of the fortress there too. He doesn't know everything, but he'll give you the basic rundown. The safe is an old combination one, and only the Oluye, his father and grandfather know it. So while you probably can't negotiate with the grandfather, perhaps one of his, perhaps that cousin might be able to get the information from the grandfather if the cousin says, I will get rid of this thing, to the grandfather. But when he really doesn't want to, and tell you the information, get the combination, kind of thing like that. Also, Silence will tell you that he didn't notice any kind of security or cameras that were obvious in the area. They might not have any within the compound, but you have to get by the, armed guards to get in there if you're trying to sneak in.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like that's easier than avoiding cameras, though.
Yeah.
That's useful
So is
information.
the Azochi his father?
Uzochi Olule is the current elder.
No. Who knows the passwords? Sorry.
The Olule, his father and grandfather. The Olule is his full last name.
The
name.
patriarch.
It's the patriarch. So I again, whether he inherited from his people beforehand or took over from someone else, I don't know how the entire thing.
Yeah, I was just
works.
I just wanted to figure out who had the passwords because I was just writing
I'm
it down.
going to assume it is passed down by father to son kind of thing, because his father and grandfather all know the combination to the old, combination dial safe, which I don't know if any of you have safe cracking, otherwise.
Well, there is no safe cracking. There's lock picking.
That might do the same thing.
That would
technically.
probably cover it.
Yeah.
I
that's
have 6
mechanical.
dice for lock picking.
I have a number
pretty
of
good.
that. I think I have 7.
There probably would be a penalty because it is a version that you probably haven't trained with. I'm not going to lie.
It's probably super fucking old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely because it's one of those things. It is outdated, so the techniques that you would use are different, and you might not know them for this version of it. Definitely. Anyway. But yes, that's kind of where we're at. Since you are doing anything else with your mind, man.
I'm gonna make him think it's his idea to want to be tied back up for safety.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
And while he's mind controlled, I'm gonna go shopping since we're in this area and see if I can't buy something that'll some drug that'll knock him out.
I get
Or
some sedatives, yeah.
sedatives.
Oh, I was just gonna suggest if you
horse
wanted him
tranquilizer.
unconscious, I could just slam his head against the side of the van.
We want him alive.
He'll
Yeah,
live.
I mean, I could at that point I could just tase him. We stripped him of his suit.
No, you already got your turn.
Again,
Did you really strip him of his suit?
I took his suit, yeah.
He's
Yeah, we
naked
don't
then.
want him having that.
He's
Oh,
just sitting
yeah,
there
it's
naked
fine.
then. Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
You're
I'm
acting
pretty
like-
sure we said that.
Nah,
I'm pretty
I'm
sure
good.
that was
I
came up
thought
on
that
know,
said
but
I'd
I
take
just
his suit.
figured that I just
Look,
thought about it. And I'm like, he doesn't
you're
have any other
acting
clothes
like-
on.
Everyone
I mean,
in
I
this
would
party
assume
has
he
seen
would have
appearance, it's
underwear
fine.
under
Yeah.
his suit.
Yeah, a few of us have one, so I don't think it's that deep.
It's okay. I'm just making sure.
Buy him
he's
some-
in front of
just
a
buy
bunch
him
of
some underwear.
prostitutes. I'm sure
Yeah.
they're not.
It
Oh
is
my
dangerous
God.
if he has it, so I'd rather him not.
Well, yeah, it makes him sneak better, so...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
am
easier
gonna
to
go
run him
while he's
down if
mind
not
controlled and
invisible.
buy some sedatives.
Yeah, he's mind-controlled until I stop.
Yeah, no, that's why. That's just
Um,
I'm gonna go get.
So-
I will actually pop out of my thing and ask the girls, "Hey, do any of you know a good sedative for this man?" Because remember, Delicious mentioned that if we would have sooner, they could have probably set something up. So they might, one of them might know sedatives.
Not really, but we could have maybe asked someone if we were asking for something for ourselves.
There are things that are relatively safe that'll make him just really loopy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Like even I know that. Like I wouldn't know that, but I could probably get something from someone. Like there was still a risk because Ari doesn't know.
You
but
don't know the dosage.
So
but
there-
he'll get some. He'll try and talk around because we're at a market, so it's like we might as well just see if I can find
there
someone.
technically is some other
help.
gear you would have, which is important to note if you stripped him of some bunch of his stuff.
I took everything.
He does have a maglock pass key and a lockpicking set, and he had 2,500 Naira and Hawala tokens.
Well, I'm gonna keep those.
Yeah, I was gonna say confiscated
Yeah.
money.
He also has a Sandler TMP. Don't know if it's still got the same stats or if it's a different one, but
How
it's basically a
much money did he
submachine gun. 2,500 Naira.
I'll give Nox the submachine gun. He can
Yeah.
do whatever he wants with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not good with automatics, unfortunately.
That's fair. I don't think anyone in this party is.
Now you've got
I
it.
mean, Ari might.
Now you've got a
Something to train
submachine
for
gun.
in the future.
Ho, ho, ho.
This looks sick.
I have
Thanks.
five dice for automatics.
Oh, well, maybe Alucard should have it then.
So is someone writing all this down or what?
Can you put it in chat?
I'm.
Let me copy.
Because
I'm gonna slowly. I'm having to pull up my book again so I can get the stats for everything.
Yeah.
I'll probably just because I assume Alucard has a lockpick set.
Oh wait, Chummer. Why don't I just use
Yeah.
Chummer?
I'll
And
just
here is the
Here's-
weapons that he had on him. He also had a knife. But I don't know if you want that.
I think everyone has a knife.
Yeah, so, you know.
I specifically have a survival blade. I
and
got a
then-
survival kit.
I'll hold on to the passkey. Not that I know what it does.
I'll take the knife because I apparently didn't take a knife.
Oh, rip. I apparently have 2.
Yeah, I have 2 because one of my kits came with one and I got one.
I don't have one, but if I'm in knife range, I'm just punching the shit out of them.
I have a knife and a knife survival.
Oh, nice.
You will be able to also tell he has comlink, and his comlink, which would still be connected to him, but you can kind of. I don't know if any of you have any kind of disable ability or hacking ability on that one,
No,
but you could just have him like
some-
turn it off because he's mind
warfare.
controlled.
Yeah.
Cyber warfare.
Oh, you
Does
could probably
Cyber
deal
Warfare
with
apply
it.
for everything now?
It has a very.
That makes sense.
Apparently, his comic has a very powerful jamming field on it for
Interesting.
the actual
That makes
reasons
sense.
for like keeping hidden when he wants to.
Yeah. Fair.
So you could
That makes
disable
sense to me.
Yeah.
If Alucard would rather have the Sandler, that's fine.
Someone should just take it.
Yeah.
I can
Either to
take
keep
it.
or to sell.
If you have actual dice, then you having like a decent.
I have
I'm
one
not gonna
rank.
lie. His comlink might be better than
Automatic,
one of the
so
ones you
it
people
gives me
have.
5
It's a
dice.
rating 3 comlink.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I also roll 5 for automatics, but that's with me having no points into it. So
And
Yeah, I
the
have one
jammer that's
point in it,
installed
but I
in it
get
is a
5.
rating 5 jammer that can be progressed. That can go over an area.
With a -1,
Well,
with the
you know what?
-1
So-
penalty for not being trained, I have an 8.
that's what I have for pistols.
Well, you know what, Knox? Why don't you take the Sandler just so you have a gun in case?
That's true. You should probably have a gun.
Okay.
I have
Yeah,
a-
you
I
can't,
have
you
my
can't, you
pistol.
can't punch, you
Eat them
can't
right,
punch
not all
someone
of them.
across the gap.
I won't eat them.
What are bullets if not small punches?
You're.
What are
You know what?
bullets if not small punches?
You know what? I'm convinced.
Small, incredibly devastating punches.
You make a good point.
You know, what is all human technology if not throwing some form of rock?
True.
What about the Rock?
Okay. So
Really do
you
I
can also get
Johnson?
information about Ozuchi Olule. He isn't there technically is an Igbo king. So he isn't fully in charge, but basically he's a politician and one of the advisors of the king, and technically the third cousin of the king. But also, the other thing about him is he is the Mr. Johnson for the monarch if the king has a job that he needs Shadowrunners for.
Interesting.
So that's probably why he was dealing with Silence through the hippo as a runner, basically. So most likely the king is the one that ordered the statue taken or something like that. Or,
Yeah, that would be a pain in the ass to deal with, though.
Yeah. But yes, like kidnapping a influential, in quotations, politician would
A lot
probably be terrible.
harder for people of our level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Frosty could probably do it with the proper team. Us, no.
I don't think she would want to unless she really needs to.
Exactly,
also,
right?
It's a terrible
Yeah.
idea.
That's
It would probably cause a big old war in this city.
Yes.
Yeah, which we're not equipped to deal with.
Yes.
Let's start some international incidents.
Well, when we leave, it's not our problem.
On episode 10 of Frosty Job, the team did an oopsie.
The gang starts an ethnic civil war.
Whoops.
Also, a Maglock passkey is really freaking good.
Well, we got one now. Also, technically, I have a stealth suit, but like it's fitted to him and none of us. So
And apparently he doesn't wear underwear.
So, anyway. Well, I mean, Silence isn't wearing any. He had like a full bodysuit. He wasn't gonna wear underwear. That's a chameleon suit. I'm sorry. Are you crazy? That's noticeable. You're not stealthy then.
true.
Anyway, I was gonna say, because I noticed how long we've been going, and we can take a small break here.
Break time.
I do have to go to the bathroom and fill my drink. So, if you folks need to do any of that kind of stuff, please go and do all that, and we'll be back in a little bit here to do the last part here for the episode, where I guess you have to come up with a plan. You know where to go. You know some ways of getting it, but we need a new plan.
I think
the
we need
statue.
to. I think I'm gonna be on. I think Naomi is gonna stay at the hotel for this one.
That's fair.
We could also probably take a day. And
Well,
just,
when's that
work on-
auction?
Not that long.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
I just don't know about leaving you behind. And
well, we
Well,
can
in my
figure it out and
current state, I
discuss it.
can't do anything.
yeah, I know, but that's why I'm saying we might need to take a
I
day.
need at least an
We could-
hour.
We need a
could
couple
at least-
hours maybe to recover.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could at least try to get some contact some of these people and see if they can help us in a range
Yeah.
of time. It's not like we're going there right this second.
But yeah, we'll discuss this. We'll figure it out. You snack, drink, bathroom break. Go ahead and pick those, and we'll be back in a little bit. Then let me just do these things that make us return to the show for the last little bit. We'll see how this goes. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. So we return.
The goose.
With a goose.
Fucking goose.
It's a goose. It's there, hanging out in the bit. Again, still kind of like lying around. It's acting kind of a little strange.
This
but it's
goose
there.
is going to be plot relevant.
I hope so. Or I'm really wasting my fucking time.
I think you're wasting your time.
Probably, but I kind of want to see how far I can take it.
So, guys, we need to sneak into this place. Send in the goose.
Deploy the goose.
Alright.
So
Hey, who
is
knows?
Ari
Maybe it
successful
has-
at buying drugs?
You know what?
Nice.
Sure.
As one
sure.
does.
Like, are you finding actual drugs or over the counter?
I
kind of
assume
drugs?
like tranquilizer, right? Because
Yeah.
we're in Africa. There's a need to tranquilize animals.
Yeah, I think you'll probably find some tranquilizer here.
Gorilla
No.
tranquilizers.
Now you might need to figure out the proper dosage to not kill him, but
That I would need a medicine check for. If you
Yeah.
mentioned with tranquilizer.
that's a different
My goal is to
story.
procure it.
Uh-huh.
I'm using auto.
So the problem is that I will here, let me put it this way. Ari will totally be down to go and try and do it, but I automatically fail because of the fact that I have I'm completely uneducated in
It's
this.
first aid, I assume, to roll medicine. No, it's medicine. I mean, I roll a 2 on medicine, so I'm not the one to do it either.
I got nothing on medicine. I would just let the auto doc do it.
That's
Yeah,
true, you have a
I'd probably
robot.
let the auto doc. I probably would let the auto doc do it.
I'm gonna tell you this. Autodoc probably doesn't have this in its purview because it's probably like animal tranquilizer you got, not something that normally it administers
Yeah.
to people. So yes.
It's an option we can keep in the back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Well, right now you'd be the best person to use it.
Yeah, so Naomi requests to be dropped off at a hotel.
Probably drop off the hotel, certainly speaking.
Yeah, I guess she can go hang out with Frosty, and Frosty can see her hired elf friend, who is 6 out of 10. Has only 4 more stunned before unconscious. She's not doing great.
That's rough.
Have I gotten any messages back from Aggie by the time we hit the hotel?
Sure. What was the full message you sent? I guess arranging for some people to go.
That we have 10 people that we need to bring back to America.
The message will be: is there a particular city you need them to come back to? Does it have to
Is
be
there a city that
UCAS?
they prefer?
Could it be another of the friendly countries like CAS?
Well, you're in the van, you can probably ask them
Yeah,
where
I'm
they prefer
asking.
to go, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
asking. Is there a city they prefer to go to?
They said Seattle.
They suggested it because they got that Knox was from Seattle out of Knox. You know?
Yeah.
So they were like, "That sounds wonderful. Let's go with what you suggested."
Oh, spoilers. Unfortunately, it's not.
Yeah.
Well, no place is. So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Detroit's doing fine.
Yeah, but fine. There's like it's like a spectrum in this
But-
world.
Seattle is also like technically slightly better than here. Sorry, well, depends on your area in Lagos. I'm gonna say like
Yeah.
probably
This is a feral city.
Yeah, it's like infinitely better than their situation.
Yeah.
But they'll get there and they'll be like, "Oh, that guy was a fucking idiot. Why did we come here?"
Look, I'm
That's
not gonna
true.
lie, they probably don't expect a lot out of anywhere because they don't know better.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
still gonna be infinitely better than a feral city.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I guess
So-
if they've never been outside of this place, then it's
I-
kind of
I'll
hard.
say,
to-
They were
I'll just-
sold by their parents to that
Yeah.
place.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's-
Most
I'll
of them,
just say
like,
Seattle. That way we can keep,
traditionally,
we can help them out maybe.
most of
Yeah.
them just die there and are then their bodies are sold off to places for stuff.
So,
You
well,
know.
now it's depressing. Thanks.
yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Again, the entire thing of the Igbo spent treat women as third-class citizens, like not even second class, third class.
I'll tell
they're
Aggie
not
Seattle.
good people.
Yeah. If they're in Seattle, maybe like they'll need help.
If they're in
eventually, and they
Seattle,
can come to
Naomi can
us.
give them some contacts to like have a
Start
better
their
time.
lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's probably easier to have them in close proximity.
We all
Um,
have contacts in Seattle that we can
yeah.
guide them to be like, hey.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can direct them to that one ogre guy I became friends with in the first session.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh god, they all become gang members.
That's probably fine.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
they'd have control over their life somewhat
Mostly,
more
yeah.
than they do now, so it would be a step up, and they'd be getting paid. So
I need that. So I'm just trying to figure out how much it would be to cost you, because it will cost money. So I'm just trying to figure that out right now. Let's see here.
You know, I'm surprised there's just not rules for smuggling people
yeah,
knowing this game.
I'm not gonna lie, there
That's a good point.
could be, honestly.
I actually don't think there is in 5th edition. There might be in older editions.
Yes, there is.
There was a good, I think the 20th anniversary, it looks like, has information. So I'm going to click confirm on the 20th anniversary book.
I literally have a book about it. Give me a second.
Oh Jesus.
It is just one of those unfortunate things that's like, stuff like this comes up, but not very often. So you have to figure out where in the books it is for general prices. Because sort of
Let me
like,
know when you want me to do my rolls, by the way.
it's taking them dropping off a while. So I got to be honest, drop me a roll. We'll see your first one.
It's body willpower.
Body willpower. Yep.
Alright, so just be a poison/drug check.
Mhm.
Okay, we will. Alright, well, it's 2 successes. That's 2 drain.
Yeah.
Okay. Marginally better.
Now you
Like
can
my-
take 6 stun
Yeah, I
damage.
think my penalty is down to 1 now instead of 2. Oh, I technically should re-roll that because I was tracking a sustain spell and I didn't need to.
True.
Whoopsie.
Also, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if wound penalties apply to a recovery check. I get the feeling that they don't, because that would make no sense.
They don't.
So let me just roll these dice normally then.
Yeah.
There's one thing they do not apply to.
Well, it's like soaking
like
damage and
power
healing are the things that like you don't apply those things,
4.
because sort of like it's a compound that they are like, we're not gonna screw you that much.
And then it is body.
A lot, yes, but not that much. Hi, Foggy. Welcome back. Wandered away. You kind of
Okay,
destroyed my bed. Did I-
Alright, that's worse.
It's 3 successes in there. That's one
That's
more.
actually a little better. So.
Yeah, 3. So yeah.
Okay, I'm doing a little better now.
nice.
It'll probably take you like 2 or 3 hours to recover.
Yeah,
honestly
yeah.
speaking,
Which is enough time for them to get all this sorted.
They'll get at least the prostitute sorted and stuff like that. But we'll figure out the amount of money we'll probably say here, but it will be an amount per individual. I'm going to say it feels like smuggling someone from Lagos all the way to Seattle probably would be between 100 to 1,000 million per person. With your contact level, you might be able to get away with like 500 per person, especially if it's on some kind of cargo ship that'll probably take like a couple of weeks to get around there, you know.
Yeah.
Y-
I'm
you-
saying, no offense to the girls, but I'm saying, cheap as possible.
then we can probably say it'll be about 5,500 a piece for them to arrange for something, you know,
Wait, 5,500 a person?
500 a person,
Oh.
5,000 total for 10.
Okay.
Um,
I'm
Well,
sorry. I misheard you there. I'm like, wait a minute.
yeah. Which I think is, let's check something here. That's not what I want to go to. I'm just trying to compare it to something.
I
here.
don't have that money to send her. I have 600 million.
I
Well,
got.
you can probably reverse use Naira.
I was gonna say.
I only have 2,400 naira.
Here, man. I'll
Okay.
float you. I'll
Yeah.
I got 6K on me. I'll give
I also have 6K, so
5K to Alucard.
Okay, and I'll transfer it over to Aggie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I don't have that much on me. I spent all my money on smuggling the
Finally.
van and our gear.
I'm back to where I should be. Poor.
Mhm.
This feels normal. This feels
Back
natural.
where you belong.
You still have more than I do.
In the dirt.
I mean, it's
yeah,
again,
I
it's
can-
it's not a bad price considering that, like,
Yeah.
I'm looking at things like your, like,
No, I mean
10,000 would
500
give you
person.
like a basic car, you know,
Yeah.
so half the cost of a car in this time period to smuggle 10 people on a cargo ship that's going to take a couple weeks to get there. So they're probably going to arrive after you get back, most likely, you know, from your adventures. You'll be there to meet
Which
them.
means we can help them set up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, it's not a bad
um,
price to save 10 people's lives.
Basically,
from
I
slavery.
can. I have a very like a super loyal contact. I can put them in talks with to find lodging.
Nice.
So if you end up being busy when they arrive, you can still like get some information.
Yeah.
from them. So cool. Okay. Yeah, you'll be able to arrange that. The entire thing will take some time to do, so they're going to be in town for at least a day, maybe a day and a half,
Yeah, you
before
know,
everything's arranged for the proper cargo vessel. There is a vessel that is going to be heading to Seattle eventually. That's coming that can be arranged to, or basically through some contacts could adjust that it's going to stop at Seattle along with its things adding in another kind of area of the trip. But again, it will take at very least a couple of weeks at very least, as much as cargo takes a while even in this time period.
Yeah, it's my good buddy Danny. He's an old cop friend. He's an orc, and he waters my plants when I'm not home.
Any waters my plants.
Probably cat sitting. I feel like Naomi's the kind of person who would have a cat.
That's fair.
Are you sure it's not goose sitting?
No, Naomi doesn't own a goose.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah.
Geese
Yeah,
don't
he's
make
not.
good pets.
He's my friend.
Yeah.
He's my friend.
It's also
Goose are fun.
like a sapient creature potentially. So
Yeah, but that's like super cool.
They could
and
just
sick.
have magical powers and maybe
well,
not.
it might. I don't know. So there are a lot of talking magical creatures in this world. They might just be
Well-
choosing not to speak to you.
I wouldn't blame it.
Mhm.
That'd be
I
very
still
fair.
wouldn't doubt that it's this guy and he's gonna like kill us in our sleep.
He's gonna kill us.
Good thing it's all Nox's fault. Nox will be the first to go.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Anyway, okay. So you've arranged everything with the prostitutes. They are going to be safe now. You've paid the money you need, so you can head back to meet up with Naomi and Frosty back at the hotel to, I guess, plan out what the hell you're going to do about acquiring this statue. you can do another check now, Naomi, because you'll have plenty of time to relax.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
Where the frick is that book?
down to 2 stuff now. Not quite recovered, but a lot better.
You know what? That's fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, when Nox, when everyone comes in, I'll like sit up in my chair. Sorry for using magic to do your jobs, Nox. You were doing a very bad job at it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's fair.
Where are you keeping? Are you just leaving Silence in the van? What are you
No.
doing?
Well, yeah, what are you
No,
guys
no,
doing
no,
with him,
no.
right? What are you doing with this naked man?
Yeah, that's the problem because we
You
can't
could have
like
bought him
time
like
up.
underwear, I
He'll
guess.
just get out again and he'll
Uh-huh.
run
Well,
away.
to be quite clear, he's currently under my control
Yeah, but you can't. Can you keep that up like forever? Like, even if
until
you're
I go
asleep?
to bed.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like,
So you have him under control for at least we have him under control for a day.
yeah.
I would
should
say, definitely speaking,
Does
after
anyone
that,
have a
'cause-
spare thing of clothes that you could like put on him?
Hey,
My
well,
clothes
here's the
wouldn't
thing.
fit.
Here's the
Mine
thing.
might.
Can we within the day arrange to send him to the owner?
No.
We should probably wait to do it as a package deal.
if
This
you would
is-
send him on his own, you probably wouldn't be worth anything because he doesn't have the
because
item.
we need the thing. The Oni will just be like, "Wow, that's crazy. Where's my fucking artifact?"
Exactly.
Again, the
Um,
artifact is the most important part, but it's sort of like 66% of it's the artifact, 33% of it's the guy. Kind of thing.
Realistically, he probably
yeah.
doesn't care that much about this guy beyond executing him.
Okay, well,
yeah.
I think we're gonna have to bring him to the hotel and we're gonna have to let Frosty watch him while we do the mission.
babysit him. Yeah, but what if he like
No,
attacks Frosty? Never mind. Frosty can
Frosty-
fucking nuke him.
Frosty could kill him.
Yeah, no,
without
never
any
mind. I don't know
effort.
what I'm talking about. She,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she like
As
obliterated a
long
street,
as-
knocked
like,
people
as-
unconscious.
Like, as long as you get this, like you can do the talking and stuff within this day, it'll be fine. I can just recast this like tomorrow on him.
That's fair. I am just a little worried. Like, there's always that thing that could go wrong. Like, if we leave her
There
alone with
is.
him, then
I'm not like that worried about it though. Like
we got lucky with this guy. I don't want to have to track him down again.
Well, he's
We're not
currently
going to.
naked, so
here's the thing. Like we're gonna have to trust Frosty and we're gonna have to give it
Yeah.
a chance because we can't like do anything. We need this item, but we can't take him with us when we go on a heist.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
that's fair.
definitely could.
We could just break his legs. It is an option.
Well, you would need to make sure you don't kill him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. He just wouldn't walk for.
Yeah, but I feel like
Years.
violently breaking someone's legs would be physical damage.
And he's already at 5 physical.
He already got the
Uh,
shit zapped out of him,
Yeah,
so
that's fair. I guess we can let Frosty watch him and just.
I'll tell you, he's most likely recovered all his stun by now. I'm not going to even bother checking. It's been hours. He's been
yeah,
sitting
yeah,
around.
most likely.
So like you could redo that all. That doesn't
Oh,
take
well.
long. He's just been sitting there relaxing, you know.
Yeah, I mean, if he's recovered all of his stun, then.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Physical takes a lot more time though.
Yeah, that's
Here's the
fair.
thing. Okay, so for us to be
We
like,
could just zap him.
if we have him under our control, couldn't we just
Yeah,
use
that's what I
him
was going
to
to suggest.
take the stuff?
Yeah, that was my suggestion.
Aren't there limits on what you can do? With
No,
your rank?
so literally all the. Let me read you the exact rules of the spell.
Yeah.
The magician seizes control of the target's mind, directing everything the target thinks. The magician mentally gives command with a standard action, and the target is compelled to obey it as if it was their own idea. That is all the spell says. I can make him do anything.
So if you. Oh, okay. I'm so used to limits being put
He is
on mental
fundamentally a puppet that I control.
control.
It's ridiculously powerful.
It is powerful,
but
but
there's
it's
also
per puppet.
severe force backlash.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
there's a mass version of this, and the mass version of this is so much stun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to
Well,
remember
it
that
should be
every
because-
time
This-
every time Naomi has used this, Naomi's
Yeah.
taken drink.
This
Yeah,
is the
not only
highest
been
drain spell I
fucked up
have.
using this thing like
Yes.
3 times.
I can't like use it a lot.
Yeah.
And a
So
single
it's not like
target,
it's
it can be very
free.
powerful, but like it's also the thing of if you don't see them, you can't give them directions.
Yeah,
Also, is the thing
we've-
too.
Mm,
Yeah, I have to be at least like near him because it's a line of sight.
but you can
ability.
give him like a standing order. He
Yes.
follows that
Wait,
and that returns.
I
to
have
you.
a question.
Mhm.
Okay.
Does seeing him through a camera count?
No,
Ah, damn it.
that's unfortunately that's not how line of sight for spells work.
Unlucky.
Okay.
Well, as long as you phrase the command properly, and you can send him on his way, then it's just
Yeah, like it would because I can issue him a series of commands that he think like if I issue the command, use your abilities to get this back, he will use his abilities to get it back.
Okay. And then you would just have to say like and return to me or
Yeah,
whatever.
and return to me when done.
With the item.
Mhm.
Okay. Nice. All right. Yeah, that'd be a good idea then.
Yeah, because then if he gets caught, then
that is his fault and he dies,
Basically,
and then
yeah.
we can try.
Oh.
Yeah, that's huge. It's actually big
Well, I'm
brain.
looking at some stuff here. I'm trying to figure out how this all works here because I don't think we've quite been doing it as well.
We
as
might have
need
to give him back his chameleon suit for that.
He
Mhm.
probably will.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only a +2 to sneaking, so he'll probably
that's
get
it?
that back. Yeah, no, it's not as good in 5th edition.
So
Oh,
okay. So I'm going to tell you, it does look as like he can eventually break free, but it takes
Yes.
a lot of time.
Yes,
He makes
Mm.
checks basically.
it
so-
basically hasn't mattered yet.
Yes. So
That's fair.
theoretically, I can probably say by now he's broken out over the last couple of hours of the mind control, but he's still caught up by you. So you have to kind of figure that out. But basically, it does, like, if you direct him to do something, he can't be taking the actions to reduce it. But basically, while he's
Mhm.
under control and not doing anything, he can basically
Yeah.
start, like, using his stuff to
Mm.
do things, you know? It's
I
that entire
see.
thing of, like, while they're
Mhm.
sustained, the target can make a complex action, makes
Yes.
you logic willpower with a dice roll penalty equal to spell's force. He gets 1 dice then. So his
I will
logical
tell you,
willpower, let me just
it
check
would
this actually.
Probably really hard to resist.
No, he gets
It
he
is.
gets actually no, he defaults because he goes to negative. He goes to 0.
Yeah.
So he gets to
Ooh.
roll. He does still get to roll a die, but it's like what's the rules for it? I think when you technically have 0 but can kind of roll it. I forget the rules for that. We talked about this.
I can look up. We talked about it off stream. I can look up defaulting.
Yeah. It's like when you get penalties down to 0 but still can kind of roll it because I think it's like
I think what it is that like
Okay, so
You get
attributes
one-
-1 is when you default.
yeah,
Okay.
but well the point is if I recall it was you get 1 die, but like basically from your stats alone, you always if you can default you get at least 1 die.
So,
However, penalties can take you down
yes.
to 0. So let's
So-
say you have like a wound penalty.
Mhm.
That can take you down to 0.
That's fair.
Because you get because you what you did a force 6, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Um,
So defaulting imposes a -1 dice modifier in addition to any other modifiers.
so I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
but
lie.
I
Okay.
read somewhere that it was like you get a minimum of 1 die,
Mhm.
but that's before other modifiers.
To resist making a logic plus willpower test with a dice pool penalty equal to the spell's force. I actually don't
Spell's
think
force
he can,
is 6.
Yeah, I don't think he can actually get out of it.
It's
now
a
I'm reading it.
very strong spell, but it is very
Well,
like-
the thing is, like, logic plus
This
willpower
is-
can easily
yeah.
be over 6.
exactly.
He has exactly 6. He's 3 in
He's
both
just
of those.
not great at that
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, this specifically he cannot break out. I think like even the guards I think that you kind of encountered probably couldn't have. They might have. They might have more logic and willpower, honestly speaking. Like I can see some people that can break out like very easily. Like, oh, that one has 7. You know, that kind of thing. Like looking at
Yeah.
some other groups of people here. I'm trying to find the average gang. Okay, so the normal area boys couldn't too. They had 6 dice also. So when you got them, but the thing is, so we were doing it a little wrong. It's not a kind of against that. It's that the number of successes is how much they have to overcome if they can
Mhm.
roll the die. So and most NPCs tend to not have edge. But like I'm not. Oh no. Silence technically does have edge. I'm sorry, he does have edge because he is a He's so NPCs do have edge. I see where it is here on his sheet. Sorry, I was missing it. So he could technically roll edge and try to undo it. That's the only thing he could do. So I'm going to guess probably most likely, if you're just doing like basic orders and stuff, that probably isn't very threatening. He's not going to try to break out for the edge because it's like he can't resist at all. But like
if it was something like kill yourself.
Yeah, that might be a little.
Then he probably like
shoot your friends.
Yeah, probably spend some time with some actions. Like being a little bit of like delaying and trying to like break out of it there too.
I've not used it in any super breaking egregious way.
Yeah.
Other than jump on and knock yourself out.
To be fair, he jumped off the building because he rolled a critical glitch.
Yeah, that was his fault.
I like not only did I like try to roll for like an action to kind of overcome it, I think I just glitched out entirely. So like, it was just bad.
Really badly.
Yeah. Again,
I just had to point that out.
This is just again me trying to figure out like where the rolls are and stuff too. So yes, he could technically 3 times try to roll and overcome it. So he's got 3 edge. So I don't think he's doing that anytime soon.
No, because I'm not going to order him to do anything that he wouldn't do himself realistically.
He is a thief. He would steal.
Okay. So, sorry, we're just trying to figure out this thing. So, if you want
spells have a lot of hard to follow rules in this game.
Yes.
Yeah.
And some of these things with magic, it is like trying to figure out the interactions and stuff like that. And also
it's not as bad as mage.
True. I hate it. Mage
is fun for the player, not the DM.
Yes, that's mage. That's exactly what mage is.
Let's be real. At least mage isn't Ars Magica. That one's even worse.
Also true.
Ars Magica.
If you want to run Ars Magica,
I have only heard tales of, but not looked directly into. But I'm just hearing.
I've looked directly into it. It's insane because the player has to know basically how to craft spells on the fly, and the crafting spells are like 20 pages.
Christ.
It's pretty rough.
So I'm gonna ask it a question here. Is the plan to use silence to get the item? Because if so, there will be a few checks I have to make, but it's a lot easier and figure that out kind of thing like that.
Yes,
I feel like
I think it would make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like it'd be better to go. Well, you know what? I can watch him. Just a bird.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. But I think it makes sense to use him because if something goes sideways, at least it's him, not us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
It's not like we're heavily invested in this guy.
Yeah.
We do still need him, unfortunately.
It would be preferable, but if we just brought his head and the item, I think the Oni would still be happy.
Yeah.
We'll just do that. That's very good roll. Cool.
That is sneak, good lord.
That wasn't his sneak. That was he disguised as something.
You know what? That makes sense.
He has facial sculpt 4,
Yep.
and he's
I
probably
almost
seen a
took
bunch
that.
of people here.
I
also
almost
took that.
Yeah.
So he becomes someone else and just kind of wanders in, and just goes to the front door and goes and talks to someone, gets a code, walks over to a thing, or probably like just says like probably goes over to them and basically says, "Hey, I need the code. I'm going to remove the thing and take it out and send it back so the cursed thing is gone," to the right person and be like, you know what he could do? He could disguise that cousin he knows about and then go to the grandfather and just ask for the code.
That's smart.
And then go in the room and take that. I'm not gonna lie. Mind controlled silence might just do this. I
feel like he probably would, because we've technically promised his safety if he gives the thing back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to do something though. How many successes did we have earlier on your spell?
So my spell was 6 successes.
Okay, I am going to do a couple of things here. He's going to do that. Okay, that's bad for him. Awesome. Okay. So that's on that one there. Awesome. I really should just do this manually too here, but I'm not. Okay. All right. So he will not break out of his thing.
Oh, cool.
He got pretty close actually.
Yep.
Because he was using edge the entire time.
Mhm. Makes sense.
You know. I'm not gonna lie. If he broke out, he was just gonna throw it at you and then run away, or like put it somewhere and then run away. You know, it's just
Yeah.
he's gonna like, fine, take it, bye. But no, he'll come back with the thing. I'm not gonna roll all the checks that relies on him because like, A, he knows the
Really good at
place.
those.
B, he's really good at it, and like C, he's dealt with these people before,
Mhm.
probably multiple times. This is probably like
There's
his
also
Mr. Johnson for certain jobs.
Rules.
Sometimes.
There's also rules for if you would beat it on average, you don't technically have to roll.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about the, you know, if he's got 4 dice, he can just take the 1 success too, and he's got a bunch of dice. So
There's also a bird watching him the whole time.
I mean, like,
Just a really creepy bird.
Are you giving him the bird?
he's got like improved ability infiltration 3.
Yeah.
On top of being a level 6 stealth group, and having like an agility and actions both of 5. You know, he's really good at doing this. So
Makes sense.
Well, Ari is impressed.
so again, we looked into what the mind controlled dude would do, and this was a very good thing.
Yeah.
I had this nice map. If you wanted to break in here, we can show off the nice map here.
let's show off the map.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice colored map here. This nice compound here.
You know what? That is a nice map.
Yeah,
I like the technical right here.
It was very nice.
so like this is the inside compound. It's got those giant walls outside of here that are patrolled.
Ah, yes, the vegetable patch.
There is a vegetable patch here.
Yeah, he's a grown boy. He's got to eat his.
I mean,
meals.
like, it's a block-sized compound where a bunch of people live. So
Yeah, might as well have some sustainable.
I do
might
like there's a
not be
truck with like a
vegetables.
gun on the back of it though too.
It's the technical.
It
There's
also,
also-
might not be vegetables.
There's a goat
That's
pen, a
100%
chicken
drugs.
house. This is the actual map they can provide for this, so this is correct, you know.
Panel dining, maiden's dorm, storage shed, smoking house.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
smoking
that's where-
meats or smoking like fat doobies.
Probably meat. I
Both.
assume.
Both.
That's fair.
Using
Because
fat
they have,
doobies
remember,
to
they have the
smoke
men's
meat.
smoking
Using
room, so I assume they just go
smoke
smoke
meat.
in there.
Mhm.
It's pot smoked meat.
That'd be funny. That'd be wild.
It's the room where you just get really greened out.
These guys get crazy.
Like,
They smoke that-
I don't
they
have the
smoke
full
that
map of
shit
like
to
the
make their
second
face go
floor, but I'm
limp.
going to assume like the office on the second floor, you know, kind of thing like that, with
Yeah.
probably some more rooms here too. And you know, I might be able to. I there probably was a second floor map somewhere. Like I just didn't get it out for the entire thing here.
Oh, we
Smoking
could have
on
got
the
some
area of
goats
the
and
turkey evil
chickens.
You could have
We
got
don't
some ghost
need
chickens.
Nox doesn't need more friends.
you already have a depressed goose.
You got a goose and you have the lizard. You're
They,
good.
they could have been friends with the goose.
Alright,
Yeah, no, the geese don't need friends.
so using your very powerful tool of I mind controlled a man,
Yeah,
you will get the
Mind Control
option.
guy is really good at stealing stuff.
You mind control
Surprised
a
how
guy that's
many
really good at
problems
stealing
can
stuff.
be solved with just mind control.
I mean, again,
Exactly.
you got the 6 successes really
Yeah,
helped out a lot
it's
too.
It's a very strong spell. It does give a high chance of me exploding.
Yeah.
And the other problem is it doesn't really work on magic users.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. I can't. It'd be really hard to mind control a guy who casts spells.
People with very high logic and willpower, it doesn't really
Like a
work
rank
on.
and file guard, super easy.
Yeah.
Actual person, much harder.
Unfortunately, this guy just was like, he's focused all on like physical abilities and didn't have any mental defensive abilities.
Let's see, logic willpower, that would give me 7.
Yeah, he's
So
just
you
like
you
I'd have
he
8.
would be able to overcome it
Yeah,
very
you
quickly.
guys would
Yeah.
have an easier time.
It would
overcoming
take time, but basically it's
I
complex
couldn't.
actions. So basically, like, you know, it could be very easily while you're walking somewhere, you can start spending actions to get over it until you start doing things, you know. So it's one of those things is you have to think about. It's not difficult to have that side complex action on a character, and you really can't. Yes, it's control, but it's not like so much direct control unless you're right there.
Yes.
Which is very obvious then to anybody you're dealing with, you know.
It's a really good spell if I need to like get a guard to open a door.
Yeah, that's fair.
Or not search us. We are not the doors you're looking for.
That's it.
Yeah, unfortunately, he just did not have anything else that was an extra defense against mind stuff or anything like that, you know?
Get fucked, loser.
I know. He was very good at jumping, in Great Leap 3,
This guy
gymnastics
fucked
2,
it so bad.
running 2, improve reflexes.
We got
This guy
so lucky.
This guy had a really rough day.
Traceless walk, voice control, nimble fingers, motion sets. He's actually a grade
I have
4
voice
initiate with with masking, extended masking, adept centering, and somatic control. He is a monster at what he does, but you also stun the shit out of him before he can do anything, and then
Look,
mind control.
You're only as good as the amount of stun damage you can take.
Which, not only did he get hit with a lot, he also failed his checks to overcome it when he had a pretty decent dice pool. He rolled.
He let his guard down. That's on him.
Hey, he was enjoying the whipping session, man.
Yeah, well, sometimes when you go to enjoy your nightly whipping session, you get tased, kidnapped, and mind controlled.
Technically didn't lessen mind. He technically didn't leave his guard down. He just rolled shit at noticing.
That's basically the plot of like The Hangover.
True. This entire thing with Silence has been the most wonderful series of just we make the checks that really matter.
We're never getting this again.
Oh,
no, to be fair, we're not going to need to.
I mean, we just skipped an entire compound invasion.
Well, here's the thing, though. You did kind of extend the entire like brothel scene a little bit too, so you used everything you did there to make this really easy.
We're making you solid content.
Yeah,
true. This is gonna go crazy on the YouTube.
I find this hilarious. It's so silly that you're just like this poor guy just got screwed over by fate in so many ways.
Well, let's not feel too bad for him.
Well, that's what you get for stealing.
Now we're gonna give him to the guy he stole from.
You will give him to a guy who stole from, who will treat him very, very well. Don't worry about it.
I'm also taking pictures of his current condition so we can show them to the hippo.
Oh yeah, that's fair. I believe in the Oni's good graces.
He's like in terrible clothes and just like sitting there or something. I don't know, you know.
He's in Nox's old clothes.
No. Yeah, that's fair. My clothes might actually fit him.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There was another option if you wanted to try to use this guy for something too. If you didn't think about what that was, because he's very good at stealing stuff.
Auction.
I did consider it, but
I did as well. But it's too risky, I think.
The book does specifically say he will do that if you want to spare his life. He will be like, "Sure, I'll try to steal a map."
Well, we didn't.
Whether he would be good at it.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd have to roll a whole bunch of checks with this man.
Yeah, it's fair.
And there probably would be more security there than at the Oni's place even now. Because not only is it now the theft from there, also, the Oni is borrowing a corporate-related building. So, you know, as much as he does get some very good security in his place, I'm sorry, it's nothing compared to, I don't know, Megacorps, you know, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
It's just saying, you know, the you know, group of people that technically kind of own the world a lot of times and have more influence than most countries. Better security. I don't know what you're talking about, you know?
Yeah, it's fair.
But I guess we'll leave things there and we'll have you turn over the guy and start planning for an auction.
Turn over the guy and the artifact.
Yes, and the statue.
Yep.
Which may or may not be cursed, but you're not worrying about that right now.
No.
Hey, magic eyes. Is it
Look, I
cursed?
mean, curses are real, but we'll probably get favor for returning it. So
It's like
Yeah.
it's
Those
like
are just a
it's a
rumor.
it is like a magic statue technically too, so it's probably like something that would be used in rituals and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But whether or not you're horrifically cursed for stealing it from the Eurobans, you don't really say for
Well,
sure.
we didn't steal it.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
kinda
So
did.
We didn't steal it from either group.
basically, so I'll tell
Yeah.
you, if you had waited that extra day, I think the statue would have been destroyed. Because it's like
Oh.
the night at midnight. So basically, the awakened person will destroy the thing to basically get rid of the horrible curse and magic on it. But he will only perform the ritual on the 2 nights before the auction. Yeah,
Yeah,
which if you
that
would do a
would've
day, I
been
think would have been 2 nights before the auction. So,
bad.
yeah. Yes.
Well, that's a
You
good
know
thing we
what?
didn't wait, huh?
You know what? The idol was cursed because after this guy stole it, he fucked up so badly.
Yeah,
He
it's
actually
true.
did.
Honestly,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
This is
Yeah.
curse.
He really did get cursed by it. You're right. You're not wrong.
Poor bastard.
Oh,
He never
wow.
saw it coming.
That's hilarious, but it actually really works very well that he really got cursed by it. Wow.
See,
So
you shouldn't fuck with magical objects.
Yeah,
Mhm.
true. He learned his lesson.
I mean, he didn't really learn his lesson. He's probably killed or tortured.
Well.
Well, he'll
He'll-
permanently learn his lessons soon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll leave things there, and we'll probably handle the basics of the turnover, you're getting the information, and the lead up to the auction, and maybe even the beginning of the auction till next time. 'Cause,
Sounds good.
I'm not gonna lie, as much as you were like generally speaking nicely dressed for the thing over at the Oni's place, you might need an extra level to like super rich people auction, you know, like kind of like that.
Yeah,
it's the difference
I'm
between-
gonna have to
Yeah.
buy a nicer dress.
Yeah, like going
I
to
might-
the
I might actually
African
need to get
king's
something-
place, he's gonna, especially
Yeah.
because you're like,
I don't know if I have enough money to buy a nicer outfit.
I can fund it, but like I have something that's pretty nice, but yeah, I could get
Yeah.
something that's ultra nice.
it's the idea that probably like you were guests, you were hanging out there, he was expecting a little nice, but not super nice, and this is the big event, you know,
Mhm.
they're going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on Lagos Island, may I note too. So you're heading to the corporate enclaves where they're hosting it.
Yeah.
God,
So-
that bridge again.
Yes, that bridge again. You will have to deal with the bridge again. Yep.
Unless he's offering flights over.
No. Like if you want to arrange something like that,
Yeah,
that's
no
on
shot,
you.
bud.
But offering that, no. But yeah, we'll leave things there. We'll figure that all out next time.
Oh, I am going to just real quick message Hippo
Mhm.
with pictures of what the guy looks like currently,
Yeah.
No, nice.
because
Uh,
I'm sure Hippo will appreciate that.
Hippo will take that. As much as Hippo is probably not a great guy either, he did seem slightly better than your average Igbo.
No one here's a good guy. All of these people are various
I would
levels of
argue that-
asshole.
Actually, the
None of us
Roman
are
people
good.
are actually relatively nice. You just
Eh,
don't deal with them at all. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, Kayan, who's like kind of connected with them, is the probably pretty reasonable person. He's the one
Mhm.
you've been dealing with the most.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Also,
at
I
it this
would.
way. It's still a contact we have over here if we ever
Yeah.
need it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll also make the argument. None of us are good people either.
No, you're not.
I don't know what you're talking
No.
about.
I mean, literally, the intro is someone is dying. Ari couldn't help.
Ari
and he
Alright.
decided
decides
to
liver.
eat-
All right. No. Yeah, that's false equivalence. You stole a man's liver. I packed his wounds with dirt.
You
We
packed
are not
him with dirt
the same.
And
then-
threw him.
And then
He
threw him as a
tossed it.
distraction.
I
Oh,
threw
I'm
the
him out of the
Deadpool
line
and
of
Wolverine
fire.
thing.
I'm gonna be honest. Nox is probably the most the nicest, the most good person here.
Yes.
I mean,
Knox
I saved the guy's
Tried to
life.
throw him out of the a line of fire, drawing a line of fire to him even more. But that's
I was
besides
just
the point.
dumb enough to get him caught anyways.
I would agree
I
that
tried to
Nox,
save his
of
life.
all of us, Nox is probably the least bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, none of us are good people. I'm
I mean,
just a guy.
I think at most we kind of balance out as ambivalent because we did help the prostitutes.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're
I mean, it
you're the
helps
average
too.
Shadowrunner who
Yeah.
you're basically doing what you're doing to help yourself out, but occasionally you do something to
Good,
keep that
Look.
needle in well.
good
much.
and sane people do not do this kind of work.
Yeah. It's
True.
also I feel like
Yeah.
I feel like it's the entire thing of also one of you I think would possibly take a wet work, but it would be Naomi, and for the right reason, basically
Yeah.
of like Naomi. I
Ari
feel
would
like
100% take wet work.
if it I guess Ari is the only one that would take it just because again most Shadowrunners don't take
Yeah.
assassinations. But Ari's
No,
a bird, so
Ari-
Ari doesn't have the same morals as most people anyway too.
No, and that's
I-
really what it
True.
comes down to. Is Ari just is all
Yeah.
like human life? Eh.
I would
This
say
is-
I might, but it depends on the person and why.
The important lesson everyone must learn that player characters are simply psychopaths.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a case can be made
Nox
for that.
wouldn't. Alucard
No.
probably wouldn't because there would be very little chance of like you actually getting the right information, so you wouldn't trust that. Naomi might have the right contacts to see if it's the right thing. If it's not just shoot a guy, it's sort of like, or maybe like get rid of this gang leader or something like that. You might have the
Yeah, like if
proper
I knew it was
channels.
if I knew 100% it was someone bad, I might take it and send my drones to go do
Yeah.
it. But
You'd pull the cool. I'll just have my robots do it, so I don't have.
Oh, oh yeah.
well,
know,
I'd probably be in control of like one of the main ones. So
I realized
Yeah,
I'd
I'd
forgotten
still be kind of doing it.
an important detail that
Mhm.
might help visualize Naomi. Naomi's 6 foot tall
Really? Wow.
because elves are tall in Shadowrun.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're
That makes you
tall.
taller than
You're a lot
Nox, though.
taller than I am.
Mhm.
Okay, aren't you like 3 foot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we go by heights, top is troll, then orc, then
Yeah.
elf, then human, then dwarf down to the bottom. Sorry,
That
dwarf.
makes sense.
Um,
Well,
Yeah.
that's all media.
I mean, did name dwarf.
Yeah, it makes
So
sense.
sometimes elves are short, depending on the setting.
True.
Yeah, it's
Dance is
fair.
elves.
I think
And
D&D elves
other
are
settings
short,
have
right?
other settings have gnomes or halflings, which are
No,
usually
D&D
short.
Yeah,
elves
they
is
fall
normally
more
tall
into-
and slender.
I mean, we
Yeah.
don't have no. Well, technically, there's kind of gnomes, but there's like a subspecies of like something
How
else.
tall
But
is Ari? Actually,
Ari is look it up. I mean,
yeah.
technically, if we take bird form, I'm like
okay,
Well,
that's
a
not
foot and a
fair.
half tall, but
You're palm sized at that point. Not palm.
yeah, don't worry about
but
it.
I did write down.
You just pilot a human as a mech, it's fine.
True.
No, write
It is
down
just
height.
a bird brain in a human meat mech.
Honestly,
This
I'm gonna
isn't-
say. I'm gonna say is 5'11".
Yeah,
Not the best height.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Nox is 5'11" because that's what I am in real life.
But again, like,
fi-
there's
I'm
also the
5'10"
thing
in
of
real life, so-
I'm the complete opposite of my character. in real
there are
life.
the
I'm
various other
6'5".
species, the centaurs, nagas, pixies, sasquatch, and shapeshifters, which are all species that can technically be played that are not humans. They are out there. On top of changelings, drakes, and also meta variants of the
Yeah,
various humans.
Naomi is 6 foot
Mhm.
tall and like very slender.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like elves in Shadowrun tend to be this kind of like a slight I would say it's that uncanny beauty where they're still very beauty, but there's just something a little off about them, kind of a little bit to where like a little bit like that. They do that kind of direction.
It's like
not,
how in Dragon Age, elves just have a weird proportion to them.
Mm.
they're not
They're like,
quite
they're like a little long.
they're not quite divinity where the elves also like eat people, but
So those are they're trees in Divinity also, to be fair.
yeah, divinity's weird.
Yeah.
Divinity, you're weird. Sorry. Enjoy you, but you're weird.
I'm weird.
True. Yeah.
You are
You're the
Mother
weirdest one in the party.
Also, yeah. There.
But yeah, we'll leave things there though. I think that's a good place. We'll figure out the kind of direction next time. We know what's going on, but we'll have to figure out everything related to it. Anyway, after that little kind of detoxing of the session there, some crazy stuff happened. Fun stuff, but crazy stuff. Got a lot of interesting things. And basically, you're on the final section kind of it. So the current goals are get a map and get out of the city.
Yep.
We'll see how both of those go, because both could go terribly.
Yeah.
And I still got to get my van back to Seattle.
Yes.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Might want to arrange that pre-auction.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
depending on how the auction goes, you may or may not have a lot of time. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we
Yeah.
can do without the van
Actually,
for a while. If we
You
send
know
it
what?
back
I could
early.
probably talk to Aggie and see how much it would be to get it on that boat with the.
Oh yeah.
Oh, with the women. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Not a terrible idea. That probably would be already going that direction, and if you can wait a little while, it's not too terrible.
Yeah. If we could delay the boat like another day.
Yeah.
We'll have to figure that out. Because you can, well, probably can't delay the boat till after the auction, but probably right before the auction, I could say.
I think we
Yeah.
could probably stretch some days because we haven't really been on a hard time limit.
Yeah, I've been trying
Sure.
to keep thinking it's like kind of like a certain place for that. So we'll just have to
It's
figure it
just-
out and
I-
discuss it.
I don't know if I'm going to need any like drones for the
Yes.
auction. Is
well,
the
I'm
thing,
gonna
that's
say-
why.
Other than your like possible scouting ones, I don't think you'll need it for the auction, depending on how things go, or maybe like how
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a lot of opportunities for things to go wrong during the auction. If one of them does, you might need to get out of the city quickly. Certainly speaking, there's definitely a lot of directions that can go in. So
Because I definitely don't want to spend the same amount that I had it flown in with,
Yeah.
or I'll
that's
make
fair.
nothing off this mission and just have spent money on
to
on
do
bringing
very
the
shitty
van over and
vacation.
back.
Yeah. You just have a nice
vacation, all I ever
vacation.
wanted. Vacation, gotta get away.
Oh yeah, this has been such a great vacation.
I mean, you could have made it that way. It's Lagos. There's definitely great things you could do here that are probably horrifically illegal in Seattle.
No, I mean Knox
Yeah.
did one of the great things already. So
Yes, he did.
Are you saying delicious was a great thing?
I'm sorry. Are you saying orc women
You're
aren't
hating?
great?
You're hating?
I'm
I
just
can't believe you
asking.
got a hater.
Mhm.
I'm just asking. Are you saying that she was a great thing?
Maybe Alucard's a bigger fan of the Igbos than we thought. No, I'm kidding.
No.
no, I'm kidding.
Anyway, so I believe we throw it over to Wyrm if anybody else doesn't have a shout out, which normally you folks don't. So interrupt me if you do. If not, we'll turn it over to Wyrm.
Yeah, I'm Wyrm. You can find me on twitch.tv/DiamondWyrm or at DiamondWyrm on Twitter, Blue Sky, and YouTube. Next stream will be Friday. We'll figure out what to do because it's just the two of us.
Yeah. Definitely figure it out. We got a couple of options. We'll just figure out which one we kind of want to do, or something. If there's something new or something we want to figure out.
Just the two of you.
Hi, myself, Tantan Average Room. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna aim for around 2 o'clock. Just chaos today. Hopefully tomorrow's a little easier, and I can get everything done that we're gonna do. I'll keep people informed about the schedule though. But I'll be streaming tomorrow, doing some recordings, do some hanging out, stuff like that. Friday we'll do some more of it. Of course, Friday with friends. Make sure to join on Saturday for Sixth Tabletop, which will be a really fun one. That'll be at 6 o'clock in the evening, EST. And of course, make sure to join us next week at 8 o'clock, where we're going to be continuing things and getting into the kind of final section of this adventure, the auction section. So definitely there's going to be a lot of interesting things going on. We're going to see how all of them go. I'll say it that way.
Yeah.
Yep.
My money is on Knox finally getting to fist fight a guy and dying.
That. Yeah, probably actually. I'll take you on that.
Mhm.
We're gonna die. I'm gonna die.
There are plenty of circumstances that there's this level of things that have set up that I've got to kind of like weave together and see how many of them work out. We'll see how they all do. There's a little bit of that weaving going on. It's gonna go
Yeah.
well, totally well. Don't worry about it. Anyway,
Yeah,
we'll worry about that
that'll be
next time. So if you want to check out older episodes, please do. They're over on my YouTube side of things if you're not joining us live. If you're joining us on YouTube, go check out the older episodes or other stuff that I've got over there. Anyway, I'm going to say, also links are down below for where all my stuff that's around. Everybody, have a great rest of your day or evening. And until the next time we hang out, I'll say to all of you, bye and farewell. And I hope you enjoyed.
Bye.
Oh,